Fam, it's another inexcusable loss. There's blame all the way to go around. Of course, everybody's got their favorite person to blame. You can have at it. I'll just sit back and listen tonight, Jack, because I'm just, you know what? I'm just worn out from sitting there watching the one stupid thing after another. There's going to be some decisions probably made during the course of the week, would be my guess. I don't know what they would possibly be. But losing for the same reasons every week is 3 points, 4 points. We're in the game all the way. We got to find a way to lose the game. It makes no sense. Okay, on the chat, please, I remind you, I know we're all angry because I know I'm pissed. Listen, you can say whatever you want to anybody on the chat. I will not tolerate racism. You are gone within a heartbeat if I see it. And I'm not really in the mood for anybody disrespecting women either. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, with that said, the floor is yours. Kenny's been waiting outside his house the whole time. Kenny, you lead off tonight. Let it all out, baby. Let it all out.
I'll tell you what, I'm ready for some CJ. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, bring it on.
There's just Hoyer's throwing the receivers that aren't even in sync with him. They're not even looking, and he's throwing the balls at them. And, it's crazy. And Daniel Kilgore, man, dude. And Rashard Robinson, man, dude, sucks. I mean, how many penalties can you get? How many times are you going to hit us with a penalty in a dire time of the game? I mean, it's crazy. And there's something that I noticed in this game, and I noticed it, and it showed itself tonight, and that's leadership, man. There is no leadership on any side of this team, and even the coaching staff. And the offense has no leader, which usually is the quarterback, and the defense has no leader, which usually is Bowman, but he ain't doing it. I mean, and the coach needs to get these players pumped, and that ain't happening. I mean, they don't come in the games pumped up. It's ridiculous.
But Kenny, it looks like the defense was actually they were sacking Garcon's ass though. It looked like they were pumped up though. You know,
it just seems like each individual player is playing by himself and for himself. You know what I mean? And there's not a whole lot of teamwork. You know what I mean?
Camaraderie.
Yeah, it's just a lack of leadership, and I blame the coach, man. The coach, he's got to pull a hole at Hoyer for sure. I mean, give CJ the rest of the season. Hoyer's not doing it. I mean, he's inconsistent too much, and for him to miss throws so much like that is just crazy. I know he connects with receivers and they drop the balls a lot, but I mean, he's still throwing the ball at people who aren't even looking. You know, who aren't they're not even ready for the ball, and he's throwing it at their backs. Yeah, that's bad.
Those are supposed to be timed routes. You know, it's really, and also you add to that, just to add to what you said there. What is with Aldrich Robinson and Hoyer? They look like they've never played together before. I don't. No. That was weird. So Jesus. So yeah, bring CJ in. It doesn't matter now. I mean, if we're just gonna just do what we're doing now, I mean, throw the. I wonder if he's any better at timing routes, because apparently we don't know what a timing route is. When they decked Tyrann Mathieu decked, that was a timing route. He threw it out in the flat, and Traylor was supposed to be there. They decked Mathieu, and they don't get a flag. And I said, this is really just unbelievable. So, it's just start over.
The reason I think that they should bring CJ in is for the leadership part, straight up. Because Brian Hoyer is not a leader. He's not leading his team. He's not getting his team riled up. He's not getting on the receivers when they're dropping the balls. He's not checking people for not being in sync with them. You know what I mean? And we need some leadership on this team bad.
And just start over, because basically that's what it would be, and that'd be fine. Just start over. Let Hoyer walk.
I'd like to see a locker room post game. You know what I mean? I want to see him in the locker room after a loss like this and see how Shanahan deals with it. Because
what do you say to these guys?
Yeah, what are you telling the team? Like, what are you doing to pump them up? I mean, I don't get it. They're just
the thing is, they lose by these small margins, so the team knows it's their fault. Last year when they with Chip Kelly and Tom Sula, they thought probably, well, coach doesn't know what he's doing, so, that's why we get this result. But this year, they know that they've been handed the tools, and they still go out there and they botch it up. It's them. That's why it's not the coach this time. But you're right about, I don't know what you can tell them. It's modern day coaching does not have your players or your coaches too grisly with the players. So I don't know what he's going to do. It's just strange.
The penalties are bad. That's where I put the blame on Shanahan.
Oh, yes.
He needs to get on these guys, man. The penalties are killing us in every game. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Every game so far. They're getting touchdowns called back. What? Flag on Kilgore. Oh, good, Daniel. Why? We just scored a touchdown.
And he's a veteran. That's what I'm talking about. No leadership, man.
Boneheadship. Lots of that. We got boneheads. It's like mention every positional group. Quarterback, Hoyer. Offensive line, Kilgore. Running backs, running backs, we can't leave the running backs out. Wide receivers, Aldrich Robinson used to be good. What in the hell happened to him today? Oh, God.
It's ridiculous. I thought we was going to at least tie the game up, but Larry Fitzgerald had to show his stuff.
And he hadn't done anything all day.
Shot out to Doomerville, man. He did get his 100 sacks. So
101.
These coaches need to step up. Yeah. I mean, I'm blaming this on the coach, man. He needs to get this shit together and make some decisions. I mean, I don't want to be another team that doesn't make a decision until it's too late in the season. Well, all the other years behind us. I'm done with that, man. And I don't want that.
They got to get blown out first, probably. Kenny, let me see you. Let me see you on red gold tomorrow, man. We haven't seen you in red gold in days, actually. All right, man.
Yeah. All right, man.
Good night, Kenny.
Go Niners.
Yeah.
Best team in the NFL, baby.
Yeah, we would be if we just get the goddamn thing going. All right, it's that General Elizabeth. Oh, wait, General Elizabeth. Did I get that right? All right.
Hey. Yeah, you got that, Frank.
Yeah. What's up, man? I didn't mean to holler at you a minute ago. I just trying to kind of get started.
That's fine. It's my first time calling.
Hey, appreciate you too. Go ahead, man. What? Go ahead. Lay that blame out there because we got some screwed up plays and people tonight to talk about. Mm-hmm. Call them all out.
Here's the thing: you can't win a game with field goals. It's just flat out you cannot do it, and that's what I saw today. The 49ers defense did their best to just keep the lead down for Arizona. They did their job, but except that in overtime, it just fell apart because Arizona was just doing the no-huddle offense, tiring them out.
Yeah, that was
smart. And Brian Hoyer, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. That Week 3 performance, I was like, okay, he just needs to connect. He needs to connect with his receivers. When Goodwin went out, I was like, oh, this thing's going to be good. And just as the other guy said it, previous caller, Hoyer, he sucks. He has no leadership, and he always gets credit for that one stint he had with Cleveland, and he needs to get benched for CJ.
Maybe it may happen. Who knows? I mean, you can't keep losing by 3 and 4 points.
I know, and that's the worst part too. These are games that they should be winning, and they lose.
Absolutely, and they lose them at the last second. Every game's been lost in the fourth quarter, last second. Well, in this case, third quarter, overtime, last second. We play them all the way to the last second.
They should have won with Seattle. They should have won with LA.
Yep.
And now we're saying this again. Should have won with Arizona.
Yep.
And I hate being one of those fans that's saying should have because nothing happens on shoulda or coulda, but it's like, gosh.
But anger, worn out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. And you know what? And I'm sure I'm not the only one that noticed it. Overtime, it's like we ate up most of the time, and when Palmer was up, I'm like, they're going to be doing no huddle passes. Defense needs to get it going, and they were tiring them out. And it was that pass, that incomplete pass from John Brown, and I was scared. That gave them that kind of a breather. I was like, all right, they need to get their heads together, keep focused. They got a breather. Yeah. But then next thing you know, pass it to Larry Fitz.
Boom. It's like Fitz has been waiting for that all game long. We didn't see Fitz all game long, and all of a sudden he comes out, Mr. Kryptonite. They called him that. The booth announcers, Larry Fitzgerald is the 49ers Kryptonite, and damn right, they were right.
Yep. And you know what? I was calling it. I told the fourth quarter was overtime as well. Hyde, I was like, something's gonna happen. Hyde, you better not fumble. And he fumbled it, even though he had his knee on the ground. I was like, he needs to hang on to that ball. And I noticed that Kyle Juszczyk, he was doing good. He's a big guy.
They should have kept going to him, right? They probably should have just kept going to Juice.
Yeah, Kyle Juszczyk, man, he was doing good. He was getting on those third down, on those 3rd and 2s or second and 1s. He was getting the first down. They needed him more involved in the offense. He's a big guy. He has ball security, and even though he's not quick, he'll get you the yards you need.
Yeah, he still runs people down, and that's even more important when you're especially close to the goal line. You know, that's man.
It was upsetting, man. I can't believe that they lost the game. They lost this again. It's just upsetting.
Yeah. Same stupid margin. Well, they added, 3 points? Everything is 3 points. 3 points. Oh, the Rams, 2 points. You know, they're right there knocking at the door, but they can't get it down. Anyway, Janelle, we got to go.
Right there, you see the W right a few feet away from you, and they slip and fall.
5 yards out. 5 yards. Get in there, 49. This game's over. No. Janelle, we got to go. Appreciate you calling in, buddy. Keep calling, huh? We'll see you next time, huh?
And you know what? I was actually surprised that they called that John Brown an incomplete pass. That looked like
a touchdown.
From another angle, it looked like his toe. It looked like it, but when they say incomplete, I was like, "Whoa, that's a break."
I think they were calling ball position. We got to go. We got a bunch of people here tonight. We can only have so much time. So listen, appreciate you calling in too, huh?
Yeah.
We'll talk to you next time.
Good talking to you, Ronbo.
Same here, man. Take care. All right,
Niners.
Yeah. Is that an R? Yvette? Hello, Yvette. Or might be probably using somebody else's phone.
Yvette, is that me?
Yeah. Maybe you. Okay, because your ID says Yvette. Yeah, who is this?
Oh, my name is Christian.
Hi, Christian.
Oh, man, I can't believe I got through. Thank you. Awesome.
Christian, we let you in, man. Come on. Well, Christian. Good.
Man, I'm so disappointed.
Oh, it was terrible. It was worse than the Rams.
We had it, man. We were there. It's another game. We were there, man.
Right there.
We shoot ourselves in the foot. How do we keep doing this shit, man?
Discipline, technique, just bad execution.
Man, I've been listening to you for a while, and I was jumping on that Hoyer train for a while, man. But I think I'm off it.
Yeah,
I can't handle Hoyer no more, man.
I'm standing at the doorway. And you know what? The thing I need to see, I can't just because I seen so many drops. I seen touchdowns that flags brought back. The minute I don't see that, I am with you guys. But I don't see it being his fault. He's doing his job.
It's so hard.
He throws the touchdown.
It's the hardest kind of game to watch too, you know.
Yeah. So it's just.
Oh.
And I feel sorry for Rashard as well. But Hoyer and Rashard Robinson, they got to be sitting in the locker room all by themselves.
Yeah. Dude, that's seriously, like, everyone was talking about Rashard Robinson. Everyone's hating on him. And I'm thinking about him last year, and I'm thinking, you know, Rashard Robinson's killing it last year. He was a good player as far as our, roster went.
You know what?
And then this year, he's just.
But you know what happened?
He's just letting me down, and then letting me down, and letting me down.
Christian, you know what happened though? What's going to end up happening is, I think Jimmy Ward is probably going to end up moving back down and be the number 1 corner, and then Rashard's going to be the number 2 corner, and Dante will be the backup, and Klosky T will probably end up being at the top because we're getting killed. Now they're coming in and immediately.
We are. You're completely right.
Yeah, because the quarterback immediately goes after 33. They don't hesitate. I said, whoa.
Yeah,
they just go right at him.
Anytime. Anytime it's a crucial down, they say, where's 33? Let's throw his way. That touchdown, dude, I can't believe he turned his back. He turned his back, wasn't looking, and then, easy. It got turned back. But, dude, that was ridiculous.
Oh. At the same time, I'm
losing it for Rashard. I'm losing it for Hoyer. Yeah. I want C.J. Beathard in there just to get the reps, to get the experience.
Yeah, well, don't send Robinson in there with him because Robinson is not going to catch the ball. So you know what? That's why I say I don't know who he's going to use. Marquise Goodwin, he's pretty sure, but today even he had drops. Unbelievable. He never drops the ball.
No, it's hard, man. It's hard to watch these guys shoot themselves in the foot so much.
And the flags.
We should, like people say that, like we should have won these last 3 games. We were on the opportunity to do it, and we just didn't do it.
You know what? Kilgore is the only center we have, but the guy, I think there's a guy, the other guy, Eric, there's another guy. I think they should go ahead and get him ready because Kilgore got hurt. I think he's going to be in next week anyway. Or Badles is going to end up being center because I think Kilgore's got a hip pointer. That sort of slowed him down. He couldn't even do his job anymore. So he resorted to holding. So no matter what we did, if it wasn't a flag here, it was Kilgore, it was something else. Jimmy Ward in the end of the game, he's getting pass interference. This is why I don't point my spotlight on Hoyer. This was a group screw up. That's why.
Dude, but you gotta, when you watch Hoyer though, like he's one of those guys you know is going to get hurt because he just stops. He drops back and he's looking around. Like I like it about him that he wants to pass the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow.
He wants to pass the ball, but he stops. He stops paying attention to any of the things going on around him, and then he goes down. If someone touches him, he goes down.
No, you got to
know. I can't stand that kind of crap.
No, yeah, you know what you got to understand about that. And a lot of people. Did you ever play football before?
I played a little bit of cornerback like in high school, but I never played quarterback or anything.
No, but the interior is like that's really the most violent spot on the field. Hoyer's been hurt before. When those guys are coming in there at high speed, those guys, and we're talking about guys who weigh 240 and up, 260. If they hit him, they're going to kill him.
You still have that's a professional player.
True.
Having these guys coming at him.
Professional or not.
You know what I mean?
Professional or not, if your offensive line caves all the way and you need to protect yourself, I don't have a problem. When that offensive line completely crumbles, he needs to protect himself. I don't want him standing there being a hero. Just go ahead and go down.
I don't think the offensive line is crumbling as fast as like you think it is, maybe.
No, not.
It's close. There's times I believe, like I know it is.
Yeah, nothing. What I'm thinking. I'm just saying.
Miss a terrible block.
Yeah, no. All I'm saying is.
There's other times I see Brian Hoyer. He looks like he's just panicking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, okay, but I mean, all I'm saying is when I do see him getting pressured and the guys do arrive and he crumbles down to the ground. I don't know about the other times. I didn't really notice that much, but I do notice by the time the pressure's on him, he does go down, and I kind of think that's probably a good idea. But the other times, maybe he's running. I don't know. But he could actually. If they keep him in play action and rollouts, it'd be a lot better idea anyway. So I just have a lot of problem with a lot of things on offense.
I don't know. I still, it's weird. It's crazy because I still have a lot of optimism about our team.
Well, it's got to get started soon.
Not like last year. Last year we started losing games, and I was like, "Oh, this sucks."
Yeah, Chris, it'll get better, man, because they keep losing by these
games.
Yeah, they keep losing by these small margins. They'll probably start winning at some point, but maybe not yet. Chris, thanks, man. Tell you what, come on back. We got to kill. We got 30 million people in tonight that want to complain about Brian.
Thanks for taking my call, Ronbo.
Man,
I'm so excited that you even took my call. I feel a little bit starstruck. I'm not going to lie to you.
Nah, don't even do that, man. Come on back. You can get in here anytime, all right? You have a good night.
Cool. Thank you, Rombo. Go Niners!
Let's go. Yeah, we're going to 70. You're in area code 703. What is your name?
My name is Raymond. Is this Ronbo?
Yeah. Hey, Raymond.
This is unbelievable, man. I've been listening to you for years now. I follow you on Instagram. You comment back to some of the things I say and stuff. But anyway, let me tell you, man, I'm going to try to calm down because I'm a little upset right now.
Well, you should be.
No, I'm a lot of upset. But you got to look at it this way, Rombo. We know we ain't making the Super Bowl from the beginning of the season. We know we upgraded. We know what we doing. Ray Armstrong looked good.
Damn good. Really good.
Talking about the defense actually looked good. I was the guy in there talking about the check down thing. A lot of NFL teams do this, and I don't understand. When the quarterback, we shutting this dude down. We got a million sacks today. We sending pressure. They can't do anything. Then we release and drop back into that cover 5 or whatever, the 10,000, and let these guys running back just chip, and then get in field goal range, and then now you trying to play aggressive defense, and you got Larry Fitzgerald touchdown. We know what we're gonna get with Rashard Robinson. We know we need a new cornerback, or he's not Patrick Peterson. We know who he is. He should have caught that interception. He catch that interception, game over. But he dropped it. So okay, we know we the bad news bears. We can play the spoiler for this season. We know Hoyer what he get, but guess what he did do? He kept us in that game all the way down. We should have scored some touchdowns instead of some field goals. We win. yeah, the receivers dropped it, but he also the Cardinals also dropped it too because he threw a few of them right to Cardinals players. He is an average garbage quarterback. You know, he is a reason why they say Colin Kaepernick shouldn't be sent down because I do think Colin Kaepernick's better than him, but that's not a story for today. Today is we talking about these Niners, what we putting on the field today, and I'm proud of them. At the same time, I'm frustrated because we should have won. We got 3 games this year we should have won. And if you look at it, man, we're better than what our records say. A lot better than what our records say.
Agreed.
Our records say we 0-4, but I'll give the one game to the Carolina Panthers, we was shady. But the rest of those games, we standing up with bums. When you pick the Madden right now, the 49ers got a 76 overall for the team, the worst team in the game. Yeah. But look at how we playing. So they know what we going to get. We know we got Hoyer. If you want to mix up the quarterback, that's fine. But we know we need a quarterback. We need a cornerback. The linebackers is on point. We could take Ray Armstrong, put him on the other side, and Reuben and Bowman. There you go. See, we know what we got. We looking for next year. We got to keep hope alive. We know we're going to be garbage this year. Look at how we fighting, though. You know? Rashard Robinson, young boy. He should have intercepted that ball. Game over. We wouldn't be talking about this.
I know it.
No?
I know it. It would have won by a losing 12-9.
And I got one more thing to say, Ronbo. I hope the 49ers brass hear this. Why did you keep Victor Bolden on the team? They call that man quick six. He should be getting every kick. I don't want to see Trent Taylor back there returning punts because he might get hurt. He a nice slot machine.
True.
Why you got Victor Bolden on the team if you're not going to let him run the punts back? And you're not going to – I mean, he getting the kicks, but your man telling him stop. No, Bolden, we garbage. You run because you a spotlight. You quick six. You got two returns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you keep him on the roster for? Put Trent Taylor, you the slot man. You Edelman Jr. You're going to try to be like Edelman, right? We know we got Hoyer back here seeing stuff, but he kept us in the game a little bit. Our defense playing on fire. You're going to ease up on the coverage, let them dudes nick down the field like that. You should have kept going at them. We got so many sacks today, and for nothing. But just keep a hope alive. We're going to play the spoiler this year. One of them Rams teams that think they so good, we're going to spoil their alert. Because we got them.
Oh, yeah.
We scored 39 points in it.
Yeah.
Seattle Seahawks, we're going to spoil them.
Yeah.
We're going to play spoiler this year and get ready for next year. So y'all 49ers out there, I love the Niners since I was a little kid, man. And like I said, my name Biz101. I follow you on Instagram, Ronbo.
Are you Biz101?
I just be quiet. I just be quiet because but today it hurt me, and I know it hurt Niner Nation. So we got to know what we dealing with from the beginning. We was just projected to be 0-14. I bet you we get this together and we going to win some games. We know we not going to keep Hoyer.
I agree. You got to win
going
some.
to Kirk Cousins. They talking about Kirk Cousins. We know it. And then I'll tell you something else. I'm proud of Kyle Shanahan. Look at what he's doing. He's calling these plays with Brian Hoyer. And if you listen to the commentators, they telling you how the play design is automatic for Hoyer to hit these passes, but he's throwing them out of bounds and stuff. That defensive coordinator need to have faith. He shouldn't have took it off. He shouldn't have took the pressure off of them boys. We playing with a full house when we only got a pair. My man got a full house. We got bluff. We got to keep coming with the pressure. We was winning, man. We should have did good. Stand up, Niner Nation. We lost. We on 4, but watch him. Watch him how we come back. Watch him. I love you, Ronbo, man.
Yeah.
You the man. I appreciate
back at you, bro.
This floor for people like me, you know. I'm on Virginia right now, and I just watched that, and I'm proud of you, Ronbo. Thank you for doing all that.
Thanks,
you follow
Phil.
me on Instagram. I follow you back, man. Biz101. Niner Nation till I die, man. You heard?
You heard.
Tell him that Bolden kick, Victor Bolden returning all kicks, man. Get Trent Taylor out of there, man.
I agree.
Six. We need quick six back there.
Fully agree. All right, Raven. Catch us on ready to go when you get some time too. All right.
All right, I just don't want to take up all your time, man. You know, I know you got a lot of callers waiting, but I'm just passionate about this, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I really think that defense should not have let up like that. Let them boys nick them down the field like
Raven,
that.
I agree
we could have won
with
that game. The Rams, we got their number. The Seahawks look garbage. We could have been fighting back and came back from this.
Yeah, it's coming, Raven. Raven, it's coming, man.
From this.
Let me let you go now, but we'll talk to you later, okay? It's good stuff, man.
All right, I'm gonna listen to you on YouTube right now.
All right, Raven. Talk to you later, man.
All right, peace.
Yeah, boy, nothing works up to. There's no way we're supposed to be losing all these games. Let's go to George. Hey, George.
What up, Ronbo?
George, another stupid loss. Another stupid loss.
0-4 and my heart's broken, and I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. Hoyer,
and only
I
one
was on that
team.
Hoyer train.
Only one team kicked our ass, and everybody else is getting by 2 and 3 points and beating us in the last minute. That's 3 losses in a row, but in the last minute. What is it that makes a team not able to finish? It just doesn't. I just don't get it. We have to lose them all.
Hoyer not playing great. Receivers not catching the ball, just like you said, and that defense, man.
Don't forget about the
coming to
flags.
play.
Don't forget about the flags. I'm so sick of the flags. God, I'm tired of flags.
Yeah.
We got 13 flags today. 13 flags. We get double-digit flags every week. Every week. We don't miss a week. We gotta get double-digit flags. What if we cut those flags?
Well, watching these games, Ronbo, I'm trying to stay away from, leaving the game to the refs because it's been showing up in every game. But
it's the players. I'm not blaming the refs. I'm blaming the players. Discipline.
Yeah.
Do your job. Stop drawing the flag. Stop it. Some of those
I
flags
gotta share
were
something
legit.
with you, Ronbo. I heard a quote about Kilgore. How he became the starter, but one of my very close associates that knows Mike Upati, he says one of the things he hated about playing with Kilgore is that he's not the type of center that scans the field and then look around and say, hey, okay, they're a 3-4, they're a 4-3, they're blitzing. That's what the center's supposed to do.
Yeah.
He can't even read the plays, or at least
like Alex Mack, from Atlanta, and also that was Kyle's guy, Alex Mack. He brought him over from Cleveland. Then he went to Atlanta with him. I don't know what Kilgore's doing, but it ain't helping Hoyer none.
No. Maybe give Hoyer another game, but man, it's so inconsistent.
They're not going to pull Hoyer. Hoyer's in there to install the program. Hoyer will be there for another 5-6 weeks. Shanahan wants that program installed. Some of those misses that everybody's talking about, throwing the ball into the spaces where the guys are not turning around. The idiot was supposed to be in that spot, turned around and ready to make the play. Watch the Atlanta Falcons when you get a chance. They run Kyle Shanahan's offense to precision. That's why they were the seventh biggest scoring team in NFL history, and that's why they went to the Super Bowl. Our guys are trying to learn it, and they are failing every week, but they should be better than that by now. So
Coach Shanahan showed the receivers how to catch the ball. Remember that incompletion that he caught from Hoyer?
Yeah. Catch it. Turn the hands.
Well, do your thing, Ronbo. Love your show, and I'll continue to listen. Go Niners.
Thanks, George.
0-4.
It's going to get better, George. It's going to get better, man. We can't lose the ball. No matter anybody says, we ain't going 0-4 to 16. All right.
I hope so, but take care, Ronbo.
You too, George. Thanks for calling, man. And we go to Rev 49. 49 hits. No, I know, Rev. It makes no sense. And I got to tell you, Rev, I got a bad feeling about it, the Colts, because that quarterback they got, I've been watching him closely. He's dangerous. Real dangerous. I think they won today, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, I want to give a shout out to the red and gold, to my fan. We're hurt right now.
Badly.
I'm just gonna say some quick things. First off, fuck Brian Hoyer. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
I say that with a hard passion. Number two, we fight so hard. These past 3 games that we lost by 3 points, we fight so hard, and it's right there in front of our face, and then something stupid happens.
Mm-hmm.
Penalty flags,
Mm-hmm.
just dumb play, mishaps, whatever, and poof, it's gone.
Yep, just like that.
Number 3, I don't understand what in the world, why in the world, but we got to get this together. We might as well just put C.J. Beathard in, let the boy play out the season, let him do what he need to do. This game tonight, part Brian Hoyer, part that faggot-ass fucking number 33, which still pisses me off to this day. I don't understand why you playing. There was 4 plays I watched him, and I counted 9 yards away from the receiver, and I'm like, what the world are you doing?
And then get behind him and turn your
sorry.
back. Oh,
And turns his back.
what are you doing, Shy?
I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, you lined up as far back as a damn cornerback on the freaking Tecmo Bowl video game. Like, bro, get on that damn line and jam him up, but you can't do that because he's going to get burnt. So we need to make some serious adjustments. We need to do, Kyle needs to put fire in somebody's ass or something. I had to tweet John Lynch today, say, can you please tell Kyle that us, the faithful, just put CJ in, please. Help the bleed in something. You ain't going to stop it, but just help it. I'm so sick and tired of our defense getting us so damn close in these last 3 games. We lost by 3 fucking points in each 3 of these games. 0 excuses why Hoyer has to, well, I'm going to be Mr. Dirt. Oh, I didn't see you. I'm sorry. Come on, bruh. Like, this is sad, man. Yeah. So now we just play for a draft spot. You know what I mean? Pretty soon. Hopefully we can beat the Cowboys. I'll be happy with beating the fucking Cowboys, the Seattle Seahawks, and the Rams. I'll be happy with that.
Actually, the second half of the schedule is actually beatable. And by the second half of the schedule, they may actually know what they're doing. I don't know what they do in practice every day. Do they walk off the field not fully understanding their job and spots? I know everybody blames Hoyer, but I don't know why he's throwing in the thin air and nobody's there. There was supposed to be somebody there. I do understand the one time they threw Trent Taylor on the ground and the ref didn't call it. But there's some other times I know they went over that play before. Hoyer doesn't have time to stand there all day. He's supposed to throw people open.
And another thing today is Arizona's offensive line. We capitalized on it. We were hitting Carson Palmer all game.
Yep.
Like, why switch your adjustments now? Keep throwing pressure on them. Like, why change up? I'm sorry, but we need to go back to a 3-4. I've been saying it, since the start of the season. You know what I mean? Carson Palmer just basically dinked and dunked us underneath the whole time.
Yep.
The whole freaking game, dink and dunk. Man, come on now. Like, we got to do something, Ronbo.
Yeah, he didn't throw no masterpiece.
But I ain't going to hold you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Carson Palmer.
I ain't going to hold you up, Ronbo.
No, yes, it's cool.
But,
yeah.
But, it's just, I'm shaking my head just like all my family out there. We're shaking our heads, but we still got to remain faithful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Win, lose, draw, tie. I'm a 49 until I die. You know what I mean?
It's a nice
But
one,
at the same time,
do something.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Rebuild, transition, and it's a nightmare. So,
Exactly. Shout out to the Red and Gold, 24/7, 365.
Oh.
Stay up, fam.
49 hits. Check him out. You can find him by that famous name. Follow him up on Twitter.
Hold up.
Okay, Emilio?
Yeah.
All right, Emilio, go ahead. Jump on in there, man. Because we got the baby hollering. Baby's mad at the 49ers, too. But we hear more baby than you.
No, she's not mad at the 49ers. She's mad at Hoyer's weak ass.
Yeah.
That punk-ass quarterback that you like so much and you keep making excuses for.
Yeah, I ain't making no excuses. It is what it is, man.
Come on now. You talking about, it's not his fault, this and that. Let it go, right?
No. Excuse me. Let me correct you on that. I want to correct that in front of everybody. I never said it wasn't Hoyer's fault. Number one. Number two, can I just finish? Let me just finish. There's about 14 guys out there that are pissing me off. You like one in particular? That's fine. I got about 5 or 6 guys that are really pissing me off today. But you like one? Work it. I
can blame the 3 that need to get cut or traded right now.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about,
What the hell? I already told you a while ago. Hyde is not our running back. I don't see why. I like the guy, but he is not our future running back. He's better off if you have him as number 2. He's not the running back. Beathard did pretty good for his first time, like really, spitting the runs.
Yeah.
And Hoyer is just goddamn. That dude overthrows, he underthrows.
Did you like
holds onto the ball too long.
Did you enjoy Aldrich Robinson?
Oh, him either. He's the other motherfucker that needs to get traded and get cut. I tell you, it's just those are the 3 guys. Hyde, Hoyer, and Robinson need to get rid of.
Did you forget about Rashard? You see what I'm saying? You can just keep going down. I
can keep going, but see,
and Dante Johnson. Dante.
Some of these guys are fixable. I mean, you can work with Dante, but it's just as much as we see Robinson. Come on now, you're getting beat. You're off the line too far. Dude, pass interference on you so much. It's crazy. That dude is ridiculous. Now, like I said, he's part of the reason, but it's just the main reason is Hoyer is just not the quarterback that.
Yeah.
He's not the quarterback. He's not going to be. I don't care what you tell me. I've gotten into people on Instagram that he's the best, fucking best. Dude, you overthrowing. You had one okay game against the Rams. The Rams aren't even that cool.
They won.
They're winning
They
at
beat the
this
Cowboys.
point, but it's just they're not that good.
Yeah.
When have the Rams been good? Last time they were good is when Kurt Warner was on the team. Marshall Falk.
They scored 39 points against them, Emilio. See, here's the thing. All right, the defense is there one day, the offense is gone the other. If we can get both teams,
don't win games, man. You need a quarterback that can win. Hoyer's not a winner. Kirk Cousins is not a winner.
Give me two guys. Give me the offense and the defense on the field at the same time, and I'll be happy as hell. That's all I know. You know.
I keep telling you, man, Hoyer's not. CJ needs to start sooner or later. He needs to start.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't have any. Whoever he throws to is going to have the same result. So yeah, bring him out. It doesn't matter now. At this point, go ahead and let Hoyer walk or whatever you're going to do with him, and get somebody in here next year. Because I don't know. It's just strange to watch. It just doesn't. Nothing's materializing. I wonder what they work on in practice all week, and they come out there and look like they don't know what they're doing. Aldrich Robinson looks like he never plays with Hoyer. Why did that? Coach, get him some reps during the week. Marquise Goodwin, anybody could go down. Keep Aldrich sharp and in the loop. I got a feeling he's sitting back doing nothing. I don't get it. That was the worst thing I've ever seen. So, you know.
Like I said, I feel you, but it's just like I said, some shit is like, it's fixable. Like I say, quarterback situation can be fixed a little bit. The running back situation. Defense, I mean, the only good thing we got on defense is our front seven. It's just the safeties are cool. But it's just our corners are the problem. So like I said, in front, it's just a few pieces that we need to fix so this team can actually start get rolling. Not being an all-star team, just starting to get us a couple wins and at least score touchdowns. Because I mean, the only reason we even got scoring points against the Rams is just because we got lucky. Fucking turnovers when we just short field. It wasn't because we had to go 70, 80 down the field down the yard. Every time we do that, Hoyer can't do it.
No, actually, the percentages were pretty high, and then nobody was dropping the ball and were making great catches, and Goodwin was playing. And also, for some reason, they didn't have as many flags as usual. But, that's neither here nor there. They got to develop some kind of consistency, and that's got to start sometime soon. Because this is ridiculous. You got Hyde and Jekyll going on. And I'm not talking about Carlos Hyde. I'm talking about one day you got this team, and the next day, who are these people? So, it's just a stupid, stupid situation. And you could see it in Shanahan's face when he was run off the field. He was pissed.
Of course you can see it, dude. I can see it in his face. Like I told you, I'm watching the game. I'm not even pissed. I'm just getting irritated with the dumb shit I see. It's just like, come on, man. It's like, especially when they pan up the field when Hoyer's trying to throw the ball. I'm like, dude, how can the fucking I see these receivers open and you can't? Like, come on, dude. You hold on to the ball too long. When you need to hurry up and let go of the ball, you want to hold on to this shit. Dude, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
They talking about he has a quick release, but where is it?
Yeah.
You hold on to the ball too damn long.
Yeah, they're still out of sync. I don't know how long it's going to take, but they're out of sync. There was too many balls falling into flat.
I mean, you got to think about it's a whole new object. It's going to take some time, but at least it's just.
That's what I'm saying. You can bring CJ in.
Get the thing of the object. I know we suck, but the point of the object is put points on the board.
Yeah.
Field goals. I mean, whoa, we know we got a kicker. Oh, yippee! We had a kicker last year.
Milo, we got to go. We got a lot. I got to get. Milo, I got to go because we got a lot of people want to complain about Hoyer tonight. So let me see. Let me talk to you later, man.
Just like Gabbert.
Yeah. Hey, listen. What Emilio's saying, please do not take him seriously. That's not the case. Emilio, we'll see you later, though, man. God. It's like I say, I distribute. When people are doing bad, I point them all out. But hey, Sean, is that Sean? Sean, come on in, man. You Sean?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, another.
Yeah.
And not even no moral victory tonight, Sean. So you didn't got to worry about nobody saying, yeah, we did this and we didn't do shit. Didn't do a damn thing.
And I'm going to say this, and a lot of it has to do with chemistry between Hoyer and the receivers. There's no chemistry. There's none whatsoever. Look, obviously there's a drop passes, but if you look, there's some where they're in front of him, behind him, then there's overthrows, then there's underthrows. He's throwing sliders in the dirt. There's no chemistry there. There's got to be chemistry. There's none. And I'm not going to sit here and put all the blame on Hoyer, but he's he's the leader, man.
Oh, yeah,
he's not leading.
He's definitely part
There's
of
no
it.
chemistry there. And I got to agree with Emilio, Rombo. As much as I love you and I love this show, stop making excuses for that fucking man. Stop doing it. You make excuses, Rombo. I love you, man. I do. I call your show. I listen to you. I promote your show. I tell people they need to get on here and check you out because you know what you're talking about. But Rombo, stop making excuses for this man. He's not the leader of this team. He can't develop the chemistry. There's no chemistry between him and the receivers. It's not there. Stop making excuses for him, Rombo. It's over. His time is up. It's done, Rombo. We got to stop making excuses for him, man. He ain't going to do it. Let's go ahead and just put C.J. Beathard in now.
Sean, but what I will do, I will not
go ahead and do it.
I will not make excuses for him, but what I will not do is say the entire loss is on him. When I'm watching those guys screwing up left, right, everywhere, I just can't bring myself to say, pull Hoyer and we win games. I do not believe that. I will never say that. I will never admit to it. I will not. But, it's all right to blame him.
Hold on. This guy doesn't even, and here's another guy that really pisses me off because he doesn't even know his own routes. Brian Hoyer's got to direct him. I've seen Trent Taylor damn near line up 4 different times in the wrong spot, and Hoyer's got to tell him, hey, you're on this side. You know what I mean? And Trent Taylor's like, oh, okay.
He's a rookie.
So I got it. I got it. There's no chemistry. I get it. They got a lot of things they got to work on. I get it. But Hoyer's not the guy. He's not. And here's another thing that really pisses me off. Our cornerbacks. Okay, the reason why I get it, and I agree with the callers when they're like, he's 8 or 9 yards backed off the receiver. Let me tell you why. These guys don't have the physical strength to jam them at the line. They don't. They're not strong enough. That takes strength. To be able to disrupt them right off the line, it takes strength. Rashard Robinson is not strong enough. Dante Johnson is not strong enough. K'Wan Williams is not strong enough. That's why they're playing off the ball so far. These guys, they are not physical enough to be able to disrupt the receivers right off the line. That's why they're playing so far back. We need physical corners. And I know people are saying that, yeah, we should go to the 3-4. That's not the case. Our 4-3 guys, especially up front, these guys can play ball. They're built for the 4-3. What's not for the 4-3 is the fucking cornerbacks that we have right now. Understand what I'm telling you. My shit comes to fruition. It comes to fruition. I told you guys this from the beginning. We're okay with the 4-3. We need physical corners. We don't have physical corners. When you are in the 4-3 defense, your corners got to be physical, man. They got to be able to disrupt. They cannot disrupt. You can't tell me Rashard Robinson can disrupt. You can't tell me that K'Wan Williams can disrupt. You can't tell me that Dante Johnson can disrupt. They cannot. They are not strong enough. They are not physical enough for that. That's why they're playing off the ball the way they are. And Robert Saleh knows that, so that's why they're playing the way that they're playing. Now, our guys on the line, our linebackers, our interior line, them guys are getting after it. Some boys can play 4-3, but we don't have the cornerback to play in the 4-3. That's the problem. That's why we keep getting fucking torched. That's the problem. You understand me? Now, we need a quarterback who can actually do what he do, develop a chemistry with these receivers so we can get it done. The problem is the chemistry between our receivers and our quarterbacks and not having physical cornerbacks. That's what's killing us. You guys need to see this. I understand the penalties. The penalties are hurt. We got a young team. We got a lot of things that we need to work on. But those two aspects is really hurting us. Really hurting us.
Every week. Losing by 3 and 4 points points to one thing. Discipline issues.
Does it make sense what I'm saying about the cornerbacks, Ronbo? We don't have the cornerbacks for the 4-3. For the 4-3, your cornerback's got to be fucking dogs.
And the bad thing about it is you got a Kello Witherspoon who represents nothing of what you're talking about. That's what really worries me. When they drafted him, I don't know. I don't know. It's they got to make some improvements. And I've seen the Seahawks play the same way though, but they seem to do it better. Richard Sherman doesn't play right up on his receiver either. They do that because they're looking to jump routes, but our guys never jump routes. Our guys wait until the guy catches the ball and then they go after him. It's too late. or they're chasing him down the field from behind with their back turned. I don't understand who taught him that.
Actually, okay, K'Wan Williams did jump a route, but he jumped the wrong route. That's how Rashard Robinson got beat. He left Robinson with Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
He left Robinson with Fitzgerald. He jumped that route.
Yeah.
He thought, because there's a guy coming up the middle, so K'Wan thought that he was going to jump route and get him. Nah. He left fucking Rashard Robinson with Fitzgerald.
Communication. And that's a problem.
They'll jump routes, but they'll jump the wrong fucking route.
And also, as I say, they should have that worked out in practice by now. They still don't have any kind of synchronicity on both sides of the ball. Sean, we got to stop, man. Let's just do that on Monday night because I figured Monday night's going to be talk about them Niners. God, okay.
Do me a favor, Ronbo. Stop making excuses for Hoyer.
Sean,
I love you,
Sean,
bro. Over and out.
Sean, I can't promise. I tell you what I will do is when you guys do talk about him, but my emphasis is still this. There is too much blame to go around to spotlight Hoyer. And Hoyer is screwing up, but boy, he's got a bunch of buddies that are screwing up as well. This is my problem.
And I just named him.
I know.
Just named it. There's
That's
no
what I'm
chemistry.
saying. And
I just named the cornerback. I just named it.
Yeah.
The Hoyer can't get it done.
I agree.
Can't get it done. Stop sticking up for him, man.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I agree.
Stop
you and
backing him
Emilio.
up. He's not our guy.
You and Emilio need to know I agree.
Not our guy.
But what I won't support is spotlighting and pointing him out and singling him out as the sole reason. I won't do it. But I will agree that he's screwing up.
I didn't say he was the sole reason. I didn't say he was the sole reason now.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
I just said that he
that's
can't
all I
develop
said.
the chemistry, and he's not a leader. He's not a leader. If we would have a legit quarterback, we would win this game.
I agree.
We'd be winning over and out.
I agree.
Over and out.
All right, Sean the jeweler. All right, let's go to Jamal Ahmed. Jamal.
Ronbo.
Yo.
Man, I mean, I'm in Texas, man, and I was looking forward to this game. The Cowboys just lost. And
I know, huh?
Man, that happened. That shit show. Oh, my God.
And the Raiders lost.
Man,
it would have been a perfect day to win.
I got to agree with the last guy. I mean, Brian Hoyer, obviously, he's probably the best quarterback we've had in the last two. You include Kaepernick and Gabbert. But just the thing about Hoyer is just he's not a leader. I think that's the biggest thing. He panics, and he's just not – you could tell he's not leading that offense.
Yeah. And I'm not arguing it. I'm
and
not making. I'm not.
And then you see on the defense, man, Rashard Robinson. I was so high on him last year. Man, he cost us the game at some points, man. Just he could have had that interception. Game would have been over, but he just tipped it up, and that should have been a touchdown. But man, and then you see just the penalties. It's rookie mistakes. It's just things that if you were trying to win, you can't be having these mistakes like that.
Over and over. Every week, the same mistakes and the same guys. It's just, I don't, in practice, I just wonder, when they walk in and everybody take a shower, do they feel like they got it now? I mean, are you sitting there as you're washing up? I'm ready now. What is it that they can't execute by the time they get in the game? I do not get it.
It just seems just like the defense is fine in my opinion. Just the offense just cannot seem to get anything going. And just Brian Hoyer he's one bad thing is just he's a one-read quarterback. It looks like he looks for the one guy and then he sits back there and waits for the sack.
No, that's.
I'm like, oh well. As soon as if he doesn't throw it in that first half a second, we all know he's going to take the sack.
No, I don't
like
agree.
He won't throw it away.
I can't agree with that.
It's just man.
I've seen him go through progressions several times, but I have after gone through progressions, he still makes a bad throw, and I'll go along with that part. But he definitely reads the field pretty well. All right. There's
the only thing I'm saying is if we put CJ in, to be honest, I don't think he'll do all that better just because he's a rookie.
Well, yeah, that's why.
You throw him into the fire. There's no telling what he'll do. You know, you throw him against the Colts, maybe he might have a good game, but
maybe.
Man, I don't know.
Maybe. But like I say, the reason Hoyer was brought in is to install the offense, and that's going to piss everybody off if it continues like it is into the 8th game. But that's why Hoyer is there. He didn't come in to be an all-star or stay forever. Brian Hoyer's in there to install the offense. Yeah, and it's stopgap, and he's also there to install the offense. He's the one who knows how to run Kyle Shanahan's offense. What you do to the organization or the team, you set them back to square one by putting CJ in. And that's why I think that the coach doesn't want to do that. He's got Hoyer in there for a reason, and I know he's screwing up. There ain't no way I'm going to defend that. But yeah, that's why he's in there, and that's why he's in San Francisco to begin with.
Yeah, it's just these mistakes. It's just simple stuff, the drops and the penalties. It's just, you see any good team in the NFL, you never see this many drops and this many penalties. It's that simple, and it's just rookie mistakes.
And we get our double digits every Sunday, double-digit flags.
113 yards, and it could have been more if they didn't decline half. I'm like, man.
So no matter what you do, you ain't going nowhere giving up that many flags, because they're always going to be, when you have that many flags, they're going to be given up at the very wrong time. You lost a touchdown. You lost a couple of first downs. That is going to kill you better than anything else on that field. So, this is my...
And another thing I wanted to touch on is just, it looks like whenever we get into the red zone,
we die.
It's like Shanahan doesn't want to run. It almost seems like he wants to get the play action going. Like, we're at the 5-yard line back, in overtime, and I didn't see, other than that one color-side run that set it up, he passed it. I'm like, man, that last pass, just hand it off to Juice, hand it off to Hyde.
And make it easy, right?
We don't get it.
Jamal, you want to hear something really funny? The guy announced it, and I already knew about it, though. Do you know what Brian Hoyer's percentage is when he rolls out or does play action? 102.2. 102.2. When he stands there in the pocket is when he sucks. It's straight.
Exactly. Man.
This is why I said, you know what, would you stop standing him there, coach? Get him in some kind of, but they don't get enough run game going. So now Hoyer becomes a liability. If you don't get the run game going, now he's dead meat.
It doesn't seem like he's comfortable. I'm like, man, last week against the Rams, after that rushing touchdown he had, you could tell he looked comfortable. He looked like he knew what he was doing. He looked like a sharp quarterback.
You see that drive?
In all these other games, and he doesn't get it going.
Exactly.
Nothing.
And you see that drive we had today when they came down smooth as silk, ran it all the way down the field, get a couple of rollouts, a couple of bootlegs, got into the end zone play, drops it over to Matt Breida, touchdown 49ers, flag 49ers, bring that shit back. Jamal, we gotta go. We gotta go, Jamal. Jamal, join us tomorrow night if you get a chance, will you?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be watching future quarterback tomorrow night, shred the Chiefs. So
oh yeah, that's right.
I'll be watching that.
You're right, man. All right, have a good night, Jamal. Thanks for calling.
All right, you have a good one.
All right, let's go to AJ.
Love boat, man. What's going on, Ronbo? You on the love boat, man? What's good?
Oh man, it's just really disgusting to lose that game like that. It just,
man,
it's just sad.
You know that was some bullshit, man, and I watched it. I'm on strike, but I had to watch this one because it was actually advertised and actually played in Arizona's.
Yeah, and you're right
local.
there. Yeah.
But man, I just want to say, man, yeah, man. I mean, that's. I'm willing to say 2.0 Chip, man. Chip Kelly, man. This dude he ain't so great, man. He picked this dude, so everybody riding with him because he picked him. So I'm thinking this is inevitable for you when you got somebody such as him out there playing. I'm talking about Brian Hoyer. At times they had some passes that was dropped. I was like, they could have caught that. But I mean, just overall leadership, like they were saying earlier in the conversation, he ain't got that. He never had that. So why did Hoyer use him? Oh, so he can get by? Well, now look at his record, 0-4. He's about to be, if you ask me, if he don't get like one game in the next two, 3 plays of our week schedule, and we through. We're gonna have a worse second half of worse than Chip Kelly, man. I mean, and that's all. That's I say, man. Your boy Kyle Shanahan is just not that guy, man. He's just not that special. McVay would have been way better. The dude from LA, somebody would have been way better than this dude, man. He's not putting together no good product out there, man. Please.
But AJ,
John Lynch, brick by brick. How about pebble by pebble? We ain't got no bricks in our hand. We got pebbles.
AJ, what if they would have said that about Bill Walsh?
Yeah, but Bill Walsh, they could never say that. You know why, man? Because it was a different era, and he had a mindset that was total dominating as far as class, win with class. I mean, he came from a different cloth, man. I don't even want to put Bill. Why would you even put Bill Walsh
I'm just
and
saying,
your boy in the same
because
sentence?
you mentioned records. You mentioned records, and Bill Walsh, he had a terrible record his first 2 seasons, and then he went, and the rest is legendary history.
But was the games played like that though? Was the games being played out like that? Even though he had some bad records,
no, they were losing by nickel.
We lose like crap.
They were nickel and dime losing like we're losing now. AJ, we're not getting blown off the field. We're getting blown off the field. The 49ers are beating the 49ers, not the opposition. This is why I know what's going on, but everybody thinks it's the quarterback. But you lose by 3 and 4 points. Yes, the quarterback is part of the problem, but he's not the whole problem. If you're getting blown off the field like we were last year, there's a coaching problem. There's a whole lot of issues. But when you lose by 3 points 2 games in a row and lose by 2 in another, there's something that needs fixing. They're close, but there's no potato, not yet. So, you know.
So do you feel like you being marked as an X right now? I mean, people saying you calling in the quarterback with your boy Hoyer, man. I mean, is it C.J. Beathard time or not?
You can bring. It's not going to make any difference. You can bring C.J. Beathard in. The thing is, I think Shanahan doesn't want to do that because he's picking back to square one. C.J. Beathard doesn't know his offense. His offense is already seriously complicated. You bring C.J. in, and that sets the whole team back. God knows how long. But if you got the guy that knows the offense, at least the guys that are out there screwing up, along with Hoyer, at least they've got the lines or the blueprint is there. You know what I mean? Now with CJ, I got to teach him. Shannon's got to teach him everything, and then you go out there and do the best you can.
What?
We run a little bit of the offense this week. We run a little bit of the offense next week, and maybe if we're lucky by the end of the season, you'll know half the offense. And I know that's what's going on. So, but in the meantime, we got guys that are screwing up. Hoyer's getting the full responsibility for it, and that's fine. He's the quarterback. He deserves the full responsibility. But there's more to it than just the Hoyer quarterback thing. And I just know that.
Adam Gates.
Yeah.
Adam Gates out there and Cutler, he knew his offense, and they look like they got blown out in London. So I mean, you can know the offense all you want, starting off with that little chemistry thing, but
no chemistry.
I mean, they have no chemistry, and they I don't get it, man.
They've been together for 2 weeks. They've been together for 2 weeks.
Sorry, pathetic, suck ain't even the word.
Shut out.
I mean, we look like. I mean, we ain't getting beat by 1 or 2 points. I mean, we are getting beat by 1 or 2 points, but that's the problem. If you are a first time coach, you gotta be able to have the leadership, or Hoyer as well as coach. Have to be able to show that, hey, we know this is our first strike at it. Let's show that we can get something going. I mean, damn, we look like Jacksonville Jaguars back in the day. They looking better than us. Giants looking better than us. They lost.
Oh yeah, they lose today too.
Shit. Yep.
Giants. Yeah. No. Okay. People got to realize, Shanahan, Hoyer is his conduit to the field, to the guys. He doesn't want to go through teaching a guy from scratch, and that's the problem. So this may go on for the whole season, and everybody's gonna be mad all season. But there may be a turnaround at some point. Maybe. I don't know.
At the midpoint, when game 10, game 12, when it ain't going to matter because we ain't going to make the playoffs, and that's when the whole, I don't know.
Season's over?
We look like babies
poo-poo
out there. We don't like no professionals.
AJ,
we look like babies.
AJ got a lot of people. Let me see you tomorrow, man. Okay. Come on, because we'll be missing you on Monday nights and Tuesday too, man. All right?
All right,
AJ.
Later.
Have a good night. And let's go to Nighthawk.
What's up, Ronbo? I'm mad.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's mad. You need to be mad. This is terrible. We're not supposed to be 0-4. Especially if we're going to lose, beat us up, lose. But don't beat us up in the fourth quarter and win by 3 points 3 times.
No, I'm getting sick of Hoyer, too.
Yeah, everybody is. His mom called in. She hates him.
And Robinson, what the fuck he's doing? He's not catching the ball.
I don't know. Robinson looked like he never played with Hoyer before, and the ball is hitting him all in his chest and everywhere else. I don't understand why he caught the ball. I've seen him catch the ball before. I don't know what's going on with that.
I don't know. Hoyer, I don't know what's going on Hoyer or Robinson.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm talking about Aldrich. You're talking about Rashard. We got a Robinson problem around here, don't we? But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to understand why they don't do better in games. I wonder if they look good in practice. I don't know why.
And Hoyer, why are you throwing it again? He always throw the ball to the same receiver who's not catching the ball.
Yeah, no, that's sickening. Hey, Nighthawk, could you turn your TV down a little bit?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I agree. He kept going to Robinson. Robinson kept missing the ball. That's what I agree with everybody. Brian, would you hit another receiver for a change? Marquise Goodwin left. They've developed some chemistry. So now I guess he thinks, I'll just throw it to this guy. He's taking over Marquise's spot. But he's not going to catch the ball. Trent Taylor was doing okay, but he was they were cheating on Trent Taylor like crazy. They
yeah,
couldn't
but
cover
but they
him.
had what's his name? The guy from the Redskins. What's his name?
Pierre Garcon. No, Garcon was covered
Yeah.
by Patrick Peterson was on him, and he was on him pretty good. Garcon had a couple of chances tonight, but even he decided to drop the ball. That catch he caught on the ground, he catches that ball all day, every day. Today it got away. They just didn't want to win it bad enough. That's my bottom line.
I don't know. I mean, field goal after field goal, and then last minute, they scored touchdown over.
Yeah, we had the game right there. If all we had, we're 5 yards out, get into the end zone. And some of that had to do, Kyle, I don't know what he was calling, but I think this should have
Too
stayed.
many flags. Too many
Stayed,
flags.
oh, well, I'm getting used to that. We got to learn to work with flags. The flags are never going to stop, okay? So I'm figuring the 49ers have got, if they're going to keep the flags coming, and they are, then they got to find a way to score more points. You guys got to get flags?
Yeah,
then you guys got to score
like I
21
said,
points
they
and then
need
get
CJ.
your, yeah. Well,
They need CJ.
Yeah. That's not going to help the flags, though. See that? But it doesn't matter. CJ might as well play. But I hope he knows the offense a little better. That's the only thing I'd wish for CJ. Get him out there now, and he's feeling.
We're going
his way.
against the Colts, so
Yeah. We'll see. Who knows?
But
Maybe miraculously everybody be on the same page next week. Who knows? It's not a promise.
yeah, but the Rams looking good. They beat the Dallas.
They look awesome. I mean, that comeback.
Even the quarterback look good. The quarterback look good.
Goff is good. Actually, he's really good. Remember, everybody wanted Goff 2 years ago, or a year before last, and now we went.
Now they're 3-1. They're 3-1.
Yeah.
3-1.
They're liable to win a lot of games this year too. They look good, and they don't get a lot of flags. They don't turn the ball over. They do a lot of things really right. Now, we got to go, and
okay.
See you tomorrow.
Go Niners.
Yeah. And Willie Humphreys. Oh, Richard. I thought you pointed. Okay. Richard. Hey, Rich. Uh-oh, Rich. I think your microphone's not working. Rich, Rich, you know what? Yeah, you got to go back to the app. There's a thing you got to do when you do zoom in. There's a step one. Hey, we got sound.
We good?
There you are. All right, Rich, you're in, man.
What's going on?
Rich, another one of those goofy losses, man. What is
Listen,
your
man,
assessment?
the refs did it again to us, man. That's all I got to say.
Oh, God. I don't know why. At the beginning of the game.
Everybody's getting on Hoyer. Ain't nobody caught the ball today.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Not every time, anyway.
Last 3 possessions on defense, the first 2 out of the last 3 were great. And then when the Cardinals got 2 minutes left in the game, you let them go down and score a touchdown.
They speeded up on us, right? Tie that 49er defense down. And they speeded up on us and got right in the end zone. They caught them sleeping. There's the Larry Fitzgerald magic again. Boom! God, it was too easy.
I'm still blaming on the refs, man.
Well,
I don't see how that was a pass interference, if you ask me.
Which one, on Jimmy Ward?
Yeah,
on
Ward.
I could. He's grabbing Ward's elbow. I don't know. Maybe they have some kind of rule in that situation. The offensive guy gets the nod because they were both pulling and tugging each other going down the field, but Ward gets the flag. So I don't know.
Exactly. The 49ers get the flag again, 3 games in a row. It's crazy.
We're going to get it next week, too. Now I think we're getting bird dogged. I really do. When we get double-digit flags, we're that troublemaking team. So keep an eye on the 49ers.
We should have won that game. That game should have been ours.
Yeah. That's 3. Should have won in Seattle. Should have won in Seattle. Should have won last week. We should have beat the Rams. And, of course, should have won today. But we just can't close. The 49ers just can't. They can get there, but they can't close. We led the whole game. Can't finish. They say that's a sign of a
Whole
young
game.
team.
It might have been field goals, but we led.
Yeah. They say that's a sign of a young team not knowing how to finish. Well, we definitely defined that. That's 2 times in a row we defined it. So,
yeah, man. You didn't hear that, did you?
yeah, no, yeah. Well,
You gotta get this right.
I heard a little bit. It's okay though.
I'm gonna get this right. What?
But Mike,
everybody's calling for a quarter.
We lost him. We get Mike back? Oh, there he is. Accidentally muted you, Mike. Hold on a second. Or did you? All right, Mike, go ahead. I think I can hear you now. See if I can hear you now. Mike, you're still muted out. Richard, should I say? I hear something now, Rich.
You good?
Yeah, whatever happens there, that turns you on and off or something. Okay. Go ahead, Rich. Finish that point.
I don't know. I'm not even on Wi-Fi. I'm not even using my Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Because my kids just turned my Wi-Fi off right now. They wanted to reset it. They wanted to reset the box at the wrong time.
Rich, what else?
Everybody's asking for a quarterback change. That's not going to happen. I don't think this game's on Hoyer. I think the game's on players. They can't catch the ball. Offensive line making stupid penalties when we were backed up. That's who the game's on.
Yeah. I wonder, though, had we gotten that touchdown, the game wouldn't have... You know what? The game might have not...
We should have got that touchdown,
yeah,
Ronbo.
You know what? The game...
That's another thing. That's another penalty that got called that should never got called. What did
Taylor
Taylor do right there? He didn't do nothing.
No, I'm talking about the one with Matt Breida. You know what? That means we don't go into overtime and we win it in regulation.
Yeah, the one with Matt Breida, they called a pass interference on Taylor.
Yeah,
he didn't do nothing.
Yeah, for just standing there. They really pick on Taylor. Taylor got abused today like I've never seen a player get abused before. And when they were just... Tyrann Mathieu can't cover him, right? So they just start manhandling and roughing him up, and the refs just let it roll until that one was so blatant that they got... And they didn't call Mathieu. They called Patrick Peterson for the foul. I said, Jesus. Rick, we're out of time.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, I'm going to talk to you later. And
you got it.
Yeah, because we got a lot of
I'm going to get this right, though. All right? I'll talk to you again.
All right, bro. And
take it easy.
You too. Let's go. Where are we going next? We're going to Willie. Hey, Willie.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, Willie. What's
and
like
at the end of the game, you know how Larry like caught that pass.
Yeah.
I just don't know how he's like 94 years old and can still do that.
And he does it with ease. Mistakes though. Did you see our two guys? Both our two guys, communication issues as usual, messed up. All right, and all game long. Actually, I think Larry played the whole game, but I kept asking, has anybody seen? Where's Larry Fitzgerald? I think K1 did a good job on him all game long, except when the money moments came.
Excellent job.
Yeah, that's really strange.
And also, Trent Taylor, like he got like sumo wrestled by Tyrann Mathieu.
And no flag. I mean, no flag. I mean, that was a vicious body slam. He spinned all the way around in the air and body slammed him. No flag. Trent was pissed.
Arizona should have had more penalties than the Niners, honestly.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get 13 a week, 14, 15. Well, I mean, we might beat our record next week, but we can't avoid flags. That's just the way it is with the 49ers. We just can't avoid flags.
Yeah, and since we lost 4 games in a row, I think this is a great time to put CJ in because the Indianapolis Colts have a really bad defense, and it's like good learning opportunity for him to, like be better and shit.
Yeah. But they're only going to, but the thing is, what kind of offense are you going to run?
Whatever wins games.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Shanahan would have to go all vanilla offense. I just don't. Man. And you notice when CJ came in, the first thing they did is just pass the ball to Carlos and let him run it. And that's what would end up happening if CJ comes in. Everybody just thinks it's just an easy fix. It's not that easy of a fix. You don't just stick CJ in and suddenly magic appears, or throw him into the fire so he can start learning. Kyle Shanahan's offense is not simple. It's just not basic. There's a lot of things you got to know. So, CJ may know enough, though, by game 6 to 8, somewhere in there maybe. And, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he could do. But right now, you think we're mad now? We'll stop watching that game by the half, I guarantee you. You can't have guys like Pierre Garçon and those other guys out there waiting for CJ to learn how to play the game and play Kyle's offense. That's why they're here. So,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But maybe he'll catch on, and hopefully maybe later, as I say, maybe midway through the season, maybe he'll have enough speed up that he can actually go out there and orchestrate the offense like Kyle wants to do. But Kyle's not going to sit there and call out his 15-word plays, and CJ says, what? That's not going to work. So, he's got to take a little while to learn the system. Hey, man, he is a rookie. Kyle Shanahan's offense is one of the most complicated in the NFL. To expect him to go out there and just take over and just do magic things, it's just not possible. I mean, they could run a vanilla offense, but then what's that going to do? Everybody in the league's going to know how to play it. It's a rough situation. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, true. I think our defense played great today, though.
Yeah,
honestly, it's not their fault.
Sacks was awesome. But they've got to stop having a go-to guy. They got to stop targeting. They have to stop having a guy they can go to. All he had to do was he kept looking, where's 33? Wherever Rashard was, he went right to him. He didn't even. How many times did he target Dante Johnson? Maybe 4 or 5 times a whole game. Damn, that was sickening. That has got to be taken away from quarterbacks. Next week, that kid's going to go right at. He's going to go right at Rashard again next week. It's a real issue. Maybe Rashard gets better though. So
I think Rashard will get better as the season continues.
Yeah, it's a new defense. He's not used to it. I hope that's it. Tell you what,
it's better than last year.
Yeah. We're only losing by 3 without getting blown out, and running backs aren't going nuts. So it is better the next year. All right, hey, tell you what, let's see you tomorrow night if you got some time. Come on by Red Gold Radio, okay?
All right.
Willie, yeah, okay, Willie. Thanks, man. All right, let's see.
Welcome.
Looking for Nex. N-E-X Nex. Nex? Where you at, Nex? Yeah, there you are. Hello, Nex. Nex, can you hear me?
Yeah, you talking to me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Go ahead, Nex.
Yeah.
You're on, man.
I think the most important thing is I'm glad we lost because there's no point in winning now because, again, even if we won today, we're not making the playoffs. At least you can agree with me on that one.
No, I do agree. I can agree with that.
And
we were never going to make the playoffs.
You're saying Brian Hoyer knows the offense, but CJ played 4 years in a pro-style system in Iowa, and he beat out Barkley. People thought CJ would not even beat out Barkley, but he beat him out because he's really smart for a rookie, and he's used to this pro-style offense. And I think he's ahead of most rookies because, again, he has a lot of experience under center.
No, that's why Kyle brought him. If he can get up to speed.
But I think, I agree Brian is better now, but you have to know what you have in CJ. They traded up to get him in the 3rd round. Kyle loves him. You could have picked CJ in the 7th round, but he didn't even want to risk it. And Brian's a solid guy, could play good maybe once or twice a season, but he's hot and cold, and that's hard when you can't, finish games because you don't know what you have with Hoyer. Sometimes he plays good, sometimes he plays bad.
Inconsistent. Sure, that's true.
But I think week 5 they should make the switch because they have nothing to lose at this point. You're 0-4. What's the difference if CJ stinks? You only picked the 3rd round pick with him. It's not like they used the 1st round pick on him. If he plays bad, oh well. At least you'll get the number 1 pick and select Rosen, or maybe take the best cornerback and get Kirk Cousins. You have to know because we know Brian Hoyer is not the answer, and him playing more games is a waste of time because we have to know what the future is at this point.
Yeah, but you already know what the future is. You've already got him on the team.
Yeah, no, but you have to see him play. Him riding the bench is not going to solve anything. You're not going to know what you have in him. until you throw him out to the wolves.
They might, though. He sees him in
And I
practice
think
every day.
I think the biggest problem with Hoyer is he's a smart guy, and he knows the offense, but the game is too fast for him. Like, he doesn't know where to go with the football. He becomes erratic under pressure, especially, and he just misses badly sometimes, and that's a problem. CJ is not as accurate, but CJ doesn't flinch when there's pressure. And
That's
you
true.
have to have that quarterback. Unless you have the Cowboys offensive line, you're going to get hit. You're going to get pressure. But you have to stick your face under pressure and make the throw. You can't just fold. You know, a lot of quarterbacks have failed in the league because they fail under pressure.
No. I've
And anyway,
no.
but I'm glad they're losing like this and not getting blown out, because last year, you know, they had no direction. They were getting blown out by some bad teams. You know, at least now they're stopping the run. Guys are getting sacks. But I think the biggest need in quarterback is the defensive back. Rashard got overhyped big time. He's a problem. Rashard is bad.
They need to move him to number 2. They need to bring Jimmy Ward back down and let him play the number 1 cornerback spot.
And I think Solomon was fantastic today.
Yeah, he came
would have
around,
had more
didn't
sacks. If the cornerbacks, you know, the sacks would go up if the corners can cover long enough for the guys to get there. You know what I mean?
That was a bright spot. Exactly. I agree with that. Yeah.
But anyway, I think against the Colts, they should win that game. But, I mean, if Brian plays that game and they win, it's a waste of time because you're hiding the truth. What are you gaining by Brian winning that game? If CJ wins that game, it's good because you know you have a potential franchise quarterback, and at the same time you won a game. If Brian wins the game, it doesn't solve any. You know, there's still a hole. And CJ can't just play 3 games. He should play 8 games at least. Because anyone can look good within 3 games. But if you have like half a season, you can know if the guy's a real deal.
Yeah, and like I say, it's a complicated offense. Shanahan doesn't want him out there right now. You can ruin a kid.
No, but
like
I think
that.
CJ is mentally tough. I mean, if you watch his college tape, I mean, the guy would get slammed sometimes, and he would have to get dragged off the field for him to stop playing.
That's why Shanahan picked him up.
You know what
he
I mean?
loves him for that.
That's not his problem. CJ's problem, I think, would be maybe inaccuracy and stuff like that. But him being scared or him being mentally challenged will not be a problem. He's a tough quarterback.
And that's why Shanahan got him. He wants to work with him. He's not interested in throwing him out there too soon.
But
anyway.
Hoyer's a practice warrior. If you remember, Gabbert looked really good last practice, and then he sucked. Some guys are really good in practice, but they can't translate it.
Yeah. Remember, he's been to the playoffs before, but that's neither here nor there now. Okay, let's tell you what. Let's see you next. Next, let me see you. Check us out on Red Gold Radio, man. When you get a chance.
Okay. See you, Ronbo.
All right. And there's Michael. We haven't talked to Michael in forever. Hey, Michael.
Can you hear me?
You're great, man.
Hello.
Yeah. Can you hear me, Michael?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. It's a beautiful day, man. I tell you, I love it. You guys. Every time you guys come in, it's always a gorgeous day in Australia. Does it rain there, Michael? Or any clouds ever show up?
Yeah, from time to time. Yeah,
He's living in paradise.
Yeah.
Michael, what are your assessments of this madness, man? It must be, you haven't talked to us in such a long time. You must have a lot of things to say about what's going on. What are you thinking?
Yeah, look, I mean, overall, I think I sort of had to agree with some of the callers there. You know, it's not all doom and gloom. You know, if you don't worry about the scoreboard, so much, and you compare this team that we have this
Last
year
2
to
years,
past 2 seasons, I think it's chalk and cheese, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I just love the growth that we're getting in the defense. I mean, what do we had? Only had like 3 sacks in the first 3 games, and this one we just went bananas.
Well, nuts, yeah. God, that was good.
Unbelievable.
Now they know they can do it.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, and I can just see this gradual growth. Even Solomon Thomas, I mean, he was fun. I thought he did really well.
Got his first
4th game,
and
a lot of help there by Buckner and Dumerville, and I don't know. I just think I think the defensive how we I guess developing it as a team from the defense point of view are really encouraging. I really that's probably the biggest high.
Mm-hmm.
I think Hoyer, you know, everyone's sort of bagging him out in a little bit, and I guess that's a lot of it to do with frustration and so forth. I mean, you've got to understand this team literally is. How's this team is so much different to the last? You know, pretty much everyone's introducing themselves for the first time
Yep.
anyway for the first 4 weeks.
Yep.
So I mean, just don't go too hard on him. One thing I will I think he should think about is when he's like the good quarterbacks out there, they're all gamers. They're all looking for the win. And I felt a couple of times, especially going to that first part of that overtime bit.
Yeah.
He was just holding the ball, and we had a guy. What's that wide receiver? Short dude. He was wide open. I can't remember his name.
Trent Taylor. Trent Taylor.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Trent Taylor. So he was wide open, and they could have got a touchdown, and that would have been game over.
He seems like he's always open too. Trent Taylor's
his
always
mindset,
open.
Yeah, his mindset was a little bit defensive. He probably was, thinking, this is a team player. I don't want to lose the ball. A couple goes before that, we almost coughed up the ball through Carlos Hyde. And we could have cost it off then. So he's probably have that in the back of his mind. So he's probably thinking, "Oh, this is the team thing. Let's get the 3 points." And but Carlos Hyde, I thought, despite the numbers, you can tell he's slogging it out. He's doing everything he can to get the team over the line. He's pretty much carrying the team, I feel.
True.
He's doing the best he can. I mean, he's injured. You can tell he's a bit injured in certain plays. He's just sort of running off to the side. But, just that's what I like about this team. There's a lot of individuals there that have got a lot of heart, and they're not really caring too much about the scoreboard. They're just looking at these continual sort of gains, I guess. And really, there's, like Emilio said and a few others, there's only some small tweaks that we need to do. And I think come draft time and a full season under everyone's belt, I think the sky's the limit. And I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. And I think we have to watch the bye. When's our bye, Ronbo? Is it
is that week 10, I think? Or
week 10? I think that's where we're going to see a flick between the quarterbacks if we still have this the
situation as it is,
situation at the moment. But I don't think putting him in now is not going to give us any gain so much. You might actually put his confidence down. He probably needs a little bit more time.
Sure,
that's
yeah.
But just give him, and the more time he looks and observes and see what Hoyer's doing wrong.
Yeah,
it's better for
there's a good point right there. He sees what not to do. Because I don't believe in just throw him out there especially a 3rd round pick. And there's no need to force him out on the field. He's not going to go out there and just blight it up. So, just let him learn. I agree.
It's very positive, I think. In everything. All right. Sorry, mate.
It's okay. Mike, I guess we ran our time. So listen, Mike, I wish we could see you more often, so I'd have to tell you what your time, so we got you everything in. So if you get a chance,
okay.
I know what your schedule is, though. It's Monday where you are, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So, just have a day off today. So,
all right,
it's awesome.
And you jumped in on it, Scott.
Anyway,
all right, Mike.
See you guys.
Hey, good to see you again too. Talk to you later. All right.
See ya.
And we go to Absolute, as in the drink. I love that name.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Absolutely, you man. I tell you, man, you're sitting back here. We're designating blame tonight with King Hoyer being King Hoyer being number one.
That absolute.
Yeah, I know you needed after that game.
Yeah, man, it was one of those. I guess you can call it defensive struggles, defensive battles, but I felt like our team could have made a lot more plays.
Absolutely, you got some sound going in the background. It's bleeding into your.
Oh, really?
Mic. Yeah.
Okay, let me turn this off. Hold on.
Oh yeah, please.
Is it the game? Do you hear a football game in the background?
Yeah, I hear. Yeah, is that your television? Yeah, I'm hearing speakers coming right.
Okay, let me turn that off.
Yeah, it gets amplified.
Yeah, that's a Seattle game. How's that?
Seattle. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's clear now. I can hear you clearly now.
Cool. Yeah, I want to turn that game off anyway. So, yeah, man, it was a defensive struggle, but we could have made more plays. I think overall as a team, it was a little frustrating to see. But I'm like this. I have a couple of questions. Where was Juice at in the beginning of the game?
Oh, I don't know why Kyle keeps holding him back. I don't get that.
I didn't see him until the second half, and he was making plays. So
He wasn't making many plays in the first. I think he made one play. I remember in the first half.
And then he used him more in the second half, and he made a couple good plays for us.
Also, let me ask you this question as well. When you seen Breda in the game by himself, why was Carlos and Juice over there chatting it up?
Yeah.
Why isn't he in the game with Breda?
Yeah.
I don't understand what Kyle's doing.
Yeah, he was just sitting there with Mozart, him and Clyde and Mozart on the sideline.
Chatting it up.
He just had his helmet on, just staring. I'm like, what's going on? So maybe that was part of the game plan. I don't know. Maybe they were overthinking it, but that was one of my questions. And then my second question is, why was the connection between Robinson and Hoyer so bad?
I mean, that's why I said, did they practice during the week? Why is it they don't have any chemistry? I mean, even Hoyer's missing people. It doesn't look like that.
Right.
Robinson couldn't catch the ball to save his life. How many times did he drop it? 3, 4 times? And
His offense is very precise.
misses.
You need to be in the correct spot for it to work.
You understand that. Most people don't. Yeah.
Is drifting, and Hoyer's throwing
Where
to
it's
his right, or to the like a curl route. But then Robinson's drifting to more of an in route. It's like these guys are not on the same page.
Absolutely. Throwing guys open, and they're supposed to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's supposed to count 1,001, 1,002. And that's why when people start screaming and yelling about, he's throwing the ball behind him, he's throwing the ball, blah, 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 you guys you don't understand the offense. But it's Hoyer's fault. Okay. And then, because they don't understand.
And it's like Goodwin went down, and then they didn't have a backup plan for who was going to replace him.
That's the problem. That's why you're supposed to work Goodwin out all week long. He's not supposed to look confused like that. Yeah. That's Kyle's fault.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna blame that one on Kyle.
But absolutely, you know what? Aldrich Robinson is from Atlanta. He's supposed to know that offense.
Mm-hmm.
It could it could be that maybe he's just out of sync, or just they haven't worked together. But what do they do in practice? Get him some reps, coach.
They got to work that out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. And honestly, I don't think it's time for CJ yet. I think I said this the first time I called in last week. Give Hoyer until the bye week, so the coaching staff has a body of work to see. Like, okay, this is what Hoyer provided for us week 1 through week 10, right? And then bye week comes during week 11. If they feel like, okay, it's time to make a change, I'm not mad at that at all. Like, if it's time to bring CJ in, he's had plenty of time to see, like the previous guy said, see what Hoyer has done wrong, to learn from that. And then put him in, that's great. I'm all for that. But putting him in right now, like you said, it is a reset. It is hitting the reset button. It's way too early for that. People are frustrated. I get it. They had high expectations. No one wants to be 0-4.
Yeah, of course not.
So people have to just kind of relax a little bit still. Hopefully, we're not making excuses for Hoyer. We're just understanding the entire picture more. So it's not just Hoyer. It's not just the offense. Rashard Robinson. I mean, my God, it's like Arizona was targeting this guy. He was like public enemy number 1.
God, that's
embarrassing. Like, let's just throw over there, and something's good going to happen.
And it
did.
Get a
PI.
Damn.
We get a catch. It's like, Rashard, you have to take that personal. You know what I'm saying? You have to take that. Yeah. You can't just have dudes picking on you. You're supposed to be the number 1 guy, and they're picking on you.
Oh, damn.
So. And like even the announcer said, I know those guys are like bottom tier announcing group, but they even said it, like, he's not turning his head. He's not getting his hands on guys at the line of scrimmage. He's always trailing. It's like, what are you doing here that's positive? He almost made a play at the end there. He almost made that pick in the end zone. That would have been awesome.
It wouldn't have been beautiful.
Ellington, damn,
we win the game.
Catch. I was sweating.
Oh.
But yeah. So it's inconsistencies. Bowman missed the interception. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just inconsistency. I think killed us. We hung with Arizona, and Arizona's not a bad team. Old man Carson. Yeah, you want to say all that in their offensive line, but still, they're not a bad team.
Absolutely. We got to stop right there, buddy. Good points.
All right.
And see you on the
radio.
Man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, appreciate you. All right. And let's go to Daniel. They call me Daniel. Daniel.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, Daniel. Well, Daniel.
What's going on, man?
Okay, go ahead. You hate Hoyer, right? Go ahead and start with that and everything else that bothered you.
No, I mean, I think I've been the one person. I mean, we're now week 4, or week 4 is in the books. I think I've been like the one of the only people that hasn't had any change of opinion on Hoyer because I know what I'm getting from him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The previous caller, when you mentioned, and I definitely do understand too, because I'm frustrated. It's frustrating to watch something like this. But he mentioned that they're frustrated because they had high expectations. Well, that's the problem. I had no high expectations this year.
It's a safe way to keep your mind too. That way, when you get let down, it's not such a letdown. But Daniel, you even people who don't expect much, like you say yourself, it's losing by these tiny margins, getting us there. It's 4 quarters of football with the 49ers. Or in this case today, 4 quarters and an extra overtime, and we still found a way not to come away with the ring. Why can't we win one of them? That's why one of them. We're not gonna lose them all.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Yeah, it's frustrating. But you know what? Part of that does land on Hoyer. I mean, look, there's plenty of blame to go around for sure, plenty of blame. But at the end of the day, in situations like that, when you see some of the great quarterbacks that you watch, you see them take control of the game. You just don't see Hoyer take control of the game.
No, and they're not ready. You know what?
He just doesn't step up and take control.
Yeah, and they're not ready for that point anyway. You know what? This is a unit that's been together for 4 weeks in preseason. They're not going to do that. Because the teams that do that really well have been together for years. Tom Brady can go out there blindfolded. Roethlisberger can go out there and do that blindfolded. There's just, after a while, there's a chemistry and a sync, and there's this familiarity that makes all that possible. These guys can't do that right now in a complicated offense where only half of them know how to do it. And that's not an excuse. That's just the fact. I'm just saying what's true.
Exactly. You understand what you're getting.
So they look like shit, and they'll continue to look like shit.
Yeah.
But I got a feeling that at some point in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I think they'll click. But right now, oh God, you guys messed up again.
Yeah, and
Fourth quarter.
I'm probably, if anything, I'm more frustrated with the secondary play because I had a little bit higher expectations for them.
Same here.
Robinson has not been anything I thought he could have been.
I agree. I thought they'd be better.
And that's pretty much where if we have a high draft pick, I don't want to have to go out and draft a quarterback. Like I really want to draft secondary because that's I think our biggest weak point. If we can get a solid secondary, the pressure that we were just able to get on Carson Palmer, that pressure, those some 20-something hits that we had on him, a lot more of those turn into that.
And he still managed to wiggle out of that with a win. Damn it! Unbelievable.
And then Hyde, that was one of the other callers earlier mentioned cutting Hyde, and I don't think anything justifies that. Hyde's been the only, even today, he averaged some like 4.2 yards a carry, questionable with the hip. Hyde is definitely our guy.
Yeah, he's a tough guy. And, Mike pointed out, too, I think Carlos is paying a little bit of pain. Because that hip, you don't heal, that kind of injury, you don't heal on that over in 1 week's time. So I got a feeling he was playing in pain.
Yeah, and he did a good job. Running hard today.
And he did a good job, exactly. He had several great runs. So, no, Carlos gets no blame about that BS from me. I got about 4 or 5 guys, but he ain't one of them.
Not at all. I'd love to see him back.
Yeah.
Back next year.
Yeah. He probably will be. Carlos can't go down, though, for any length of time. He came in there, and he showed him that he's such a warrior. So I hope he feels better next week, and he can avoid. But that they take him out, and they put Breda in a little bit more, that's good. Because those are the times, I think, to save Carlos. Because I think he may get injured sometimes because he's being overworked. So this year, that might not be a problem.
Yeah, and Breda's a nice change of pace. I like him, actually, as our backup. He's not great, but undrafted free agent.
He'll get better.
Good blocking from him, too.
Well, he'll get better. It's just like everything else on the offense. Everything will get better with time.
Yeah, and then I guess the last point is, talking about Beathard. If Beathard does turn, it'd be awesome if he turned out to be our guy. Save money there. You don't really got to worry about that position. But if we find out, I think the time to let Beathard try and take the job is next year during preseason. If you can't land one of these quarterbacks in the free agency next year.
Mm.
Coming into preseason, you go out there and you say flat out, Brian Hoyer, CJ Beathard, this is a quarterback battle, and if Beathard can take the job, he can take the job, and we can see what he does next year.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
Get
sense.
the high draft pick, maybe we can go offensive line.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let
So
him learn.
that's my thoughts on Beathard. Playing him this year is just nothing to gain to me.
Yeah, because he's not like he's going to get thrown in the garbage or die from old age or anything. Hurry up, get him out there. We got to see what he can do. It's unnecessary. He'll be here. He's not going anywhere. So, Anyway, hey, tell you what I'm going to do. Let's talk tomorrow if you get some time, huh?
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right,
I'll call in.
All right, Daniel. Looking for you. All right, oh, here he comes.
Right.
Here comes Hoyer's favorite guy, Stone Cold. Oh, no, Slick's not the guy. It's Razor's the guy. Stone Cold. But I know you've got your opinion about tonight's game and the misery we suffered again. What is your feeling tonight? Wait, where's that? No music?
Through the fire down to the wire. We're not a fucking nation. We're a motherfucking empire.
Yeah! Slick, another 3-point loss, man. Why we can't win these games, man? 3 points, 2 points.
First of all,
3 points. Damn.
Before I even start speaking on that, shout out to the Niner faithful. We were deep in AZ.
Yeah, I know, huh? I saw that crowd. Was loving it.
Deep up in the mud. But yeah. Hoyer's not the problem, or I'm not just gonna blame him. Both Robinsons look like trash. Honestly, I wouldn't even put Aldrich in there. I would sit him down and I would activate Kendrick Bourne.
Oh, I wonder.
Because, Kendrick Bourne ain't going to look as bad. He's a rookie, but, shit, how bad can he do? He can't do worse than him.
He won't drop
the
ball.
It was
dropping the ball. I don't know what. Robinson used to be able to catch the ball. Why couldn't he catch the ball? That's just the basic skill. Just catch it.
Yeah, they weren't both on the same level. I don't know. It's like I don't know if they just were confused, or he expected to be somewhere he wasn't supposed to be, or I think I blame Aldrich though, because like you said, if you're supposed to run a certain route, and Hoyer expects you to be there and you're not there, of course it's going to be incomplete, and then he's going to look worse than what he really is. And when in fact it's
exactly.
Aldrich.
That's what happens. Because this is about throwing the guy open. And some people don't understand what throwing a guy open means. So it ends up being, and Aldrich act like he didn't either. So, it's really strange. This is really ridiculous. What is he doing standing, looking the other way, and the ball's over here? Oh.
Yeah, Rashard was awful. Johnson was awful. But the reason we lost that game is because K'Wan Williams, he let Fitzgerald just run through him, by him.
And he did a good job. All game long, he did a good job on him, too. Just the one money play where he needed to do it.
Yeah, that's where he fucked up.
Damn. But Slick, did you notice in that play, actually, Robinson was over there as well as K1. Was there a communication issue there? Did K1 think Robinson had it, or did he back off?
Yeah.
It looked like he pulled up off the play for Rashard to go ahead and make the play. Because like you said, there was a possible interception there.
See, Shark should have intercepted it when he went earlier in that play. He should have just intercepted instead of tipping it. And that was actually a touchdown in my opinion, but they didn't count it. But I think he should have just intercepted it right there, and the game's over.
I agree.
But all these drop passes, all these bullshit mistakes. It's like it's not just Hoyer. Hoyer is the main problem, but drop passes ain't helping. Also, you saw when Juice finally got that ball, he was dragging
bodies, man,
for a good 5 yards.
Run him 5 yards.
So I don't understand if that worked. Why the fuck didn't you? If we were in the red zone, we were 10 yards in.
Give him the ball.
Give it back to him.
Yes. Cute.
Not only that,
passes.
fake it to him and run your ass in there like Kaepernick would.
Or something. Because, I mean, Tyrann
They
Matthews
don't
over
expect
here,
you to
Patrick
run.
Peterson's here. Don't throw it.
Bootleg. Get creative.
Oh.
It's like we're pushing, and for what? Another fucking field goal? When I saw another field goal, I already knew we had lost that game.
Same here, because it's 2 minutes.
Because
2 minutes and how much time? 2:14 left on the clock or something like that. Oh, man, you got to give him
because
back the ball.
we're pushing the ball so hard. We're showing heart, and we show we're gonna go win that game. And you set up for a fucking field goal. Nah. you gotta punch. You gotta punch it in when you need to,
and win
or
the
you
game.
ain't gonna win gives it that.
Yeah, game's over. All we got to do is get in the end zone.
But as far as putting CJ in, yeah, Hoyer had his time. He showed what he's done, and I know it wasn't entirely his fault, but we've seen enough. We've seen enough of him, and I know everybody's probably tired of hearing me say this, but I want Sam fucking Darnold because he is a leader.
He got beat.
He's a leader.
Luke Falk.
But I think John Lynch wants Rosen. That's why he was at that game versus Stanford, because he's a pocket passer and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's something special about Sam. But as far as
he'll be the number 1 pick.
As far as CJ, I want to see what CJ has. So put him in there. I mean, what would he have to lose?
He'll be in later.
And
It's
I know you say
it's
that
training.
the offense is very difficult, but this is a smart kid.
Yeah, but
He's
you
a
know
smart
what?
kid. He knows enough.
He'll probably be in a few weeks.
And whatever he doesn't know, he'll make adjustments.
You know, Shanahan might not be that kind of patient. Is the only thing. I'm thinking Shanahan just doesn't want to be bothered with that. He wants to work with CJ offside. He'll probably, but you know what? He probably brings up Shanahan. I would think that Shanahan might work with him hard enough. He's probably working pretty hard with him as it is. I would believe that he's going to get CJ to get a few plays down, and by like week 8, 9, or 10 or something like that, he'll probably get him in then. But he doesn't want to be bothered with him right now. It's like, you know what I say, Slick? It's like you're sitting there playing baseball with a bunch of good players, right? And you bring this new kid in, and you got to teach him. So that means everybody else has got to slow down for him. They don't want to do that. Shanahan doesn't look like the kind of guy to do that. So
I understand Shanahan's offense is not the easiest thing in the world, but look at all these new rookies. Look at the rookies on different teams. Look at freaking
easier offense though.
Texans quarterback.
That's a lot.
Look at Chicago.
Look
all these rookies are looking pretty damn good. So I mean, why not him? I know he's smarter than them. He's a better quarterback than them, in my opinion.
He might be, but you know, could be soon. But I'm just thinking. I think Shanahan's the kind of guy that's going to run away.
Rashard Robinson, I think he should sit his ass down. Him and, like you said, put Ward back in there as a 1.
Yeah.
And instead of Dante Johnson, bring Asa. Is a Jackson in there?
Yeah.
I mean, how bad can he be? I mean, he's a tough son of a bitch right there, you know. So we need
toughness, exactly.
Players. Yeah, we need tough motherfuckers in there too.
Yeah,
like bust somebody in the mouth.
Exactly. Stone Cold, we got
what Trent Taylor did when he got body slammed.
No, he was mad when they had to hold him. Yeah. Slick, let me talk to you tomorrow, man.
So we need that.
You definitely do.
Yeah, no
attitude.
doubt.
All right, bro. Have a good night.
Go Niners.
Hey, here comes Iron Sheik for round 5 of the Roast Hoyer night. Go ahead, Sheik.
Ronbo! Oh my God!
Yeah.
Enough is enough.
Yeah, I know.
Stone Cold, Ronbo, Derek. Enough is enough. No excuses to point. Oh, it's Robinson's fault. Oh, it's Aldrich Robinson's fault. Oh, it's Hyde's fault. Enough.
No, hey, let me get this established before he says nobody's giving Hoyer any excuses. Let me get that established right now. Nobody's giving anybody Hoyer any excuses, but we're damn sure not going to give the rest of those guys a break. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, well, let's say the Hoyer, if he's the problem. I mean, if Aldrich Robinson is the problem, why is Hoyer throwing 12 times to Aldrich Robinson if he has the issue of catching? And why would you? And he just goes to one side and he just looks at him. He doesn't move around. He just sticks him on the pocket. Be a little mobile. I know you're not a mobile guy, but move around. Don't get sapped. And then when you don't have that window, you just shut down and close. Hoyer is the guy. 3 drives. What was it, -9 yards? That is enough. It's CJ time. You know, CJ came in one drive. I don't know why, but he did.
Hoyer got hurt.
I guess they're just teasing us.
No, Hoyer got hurt.
Oh, he got hurt.
Yeah, they folded him up there. I thought his knee was gone. He went to the sideline. CJ came in and handed the ball off to Carlos a couple of times. I mean, I think he only went one play. But yeah.
Okay, then I missed. I was looking at the chat room, but
Yeah.
it's like we had four field goals.
Yeah,
And
12 points.
It's like we could have had a touchdown. I believe. I know this is assuming, but CJ would have done something, at least one touchdown. He would have showed and rallied these offensive players because they don't trust him. This offensive
Sheik,
team right now, they don't trust him.
Sheik, you didn't see the game, did you?
I did see the game, and
Okay,
I see
so-
Hoyer fail.
You saw a
That's what I saw.
touchdown. You saw a touchdown too, didn't you?
I did see. Well, that flag was obviously a flag that was stupid. But the thing is,
I'm just going by
flag
what you just said. You said,
happened.
I want to see one touchdown. I saw one touchdown.
But it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was a penalty.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And the other opportunities, I also blame Shanahan. He should have went for the fourth down. If he's going to go with the first week going to fourth down, he should have went with it. Screw it. You're on their turf, their side. I know it's overtime. Go for it. If you fail, hey, at least they'll be like at the 20-yard line. That's fine. Because you know that you put 12 minutes on that time, and you have 3 minutes further. You're going to hand Carson Palmer. You have so many chances, and you F up. Hoyer F up, and you hand it. How many times is the defense going to release your chances? So many chances the defense of the Niners are giving to them, and you just hand it for 3 minutes, touchdown, game over. Hoyer fail. I'm done.
Nobody else had anything to do with it. It was only him.
Well, it's not. It's okay. It's okay. There's people. If it wasn't him, I'm going to say it before. Like the pitcher, like for example, baseball. You have a pitcher. He's a set guy. He throws it, whatever he needs to do, and then his defenders, his fielders, just like football. The pitcher and the quarterback are the same kind of situation. They're the set players. And Hoyer is not set. He is getting home runs, interceptions. It's just like
let me ask you a question.
I got watching it.
One question though: had he won the game, would it have changed your attitude toward him any?
Oh yeah, 100%.
No, it wouldn't. No. It would not have.
Last game,
you would
have showed up.
Yeah, you would have still had the same feeling about him. This is what I'm saying. When I look at a team that's playing like the 49ers are right now, there is no one guy that you could actually really spotlight really heavily. They take turns screwing up. We have a touchdown, and for some reason Daniel Kilgore decides that's a good time to get a flag. I think Hoyer's doing a terrible job as well, but to say he's the highest level of doing the worst job out there, to me that seems so far-fetched.
Let me tell you this also, Ronbo. It's not me hating. I want the guy to succeed.
No,
but he's not succeeding.
Yeah. Well,
and
as I said, he can't do it by himself.
For example,
he can't do it by himself. There's just no way.
Like Kilgore, for example. You want to say, for example, he's a center. He has the ball. But he gave that one penalty. Most of the time, he did all right.
That was a touchdown.
But Hoyer has
that
the
was
ball.
a touchdown, though.
Hoyer, I know. But the thing is,
that's the game-winning touchdown. You see the impact?
But the thing is, but I understand that, Ronbo. But the thing is, he had all these, opportunities. He could have did something with it. He did not. 4 field goals. And all this time, if Aldrich Robinson not doing it, give it to somebody else. Why are you giving it 12 times?
Okay,
Taylor, he's your hot hand.
I can actually tell you why. Okay, Taylor was having problems with a lot of things, but he did a lot of good things today. Aldrich Robinson was taking the part of Marquise Goodwin, who's a key figure in that offensive system. If Goodwin's there, we don't lose the game. That's another thing that people aren't paying any attention to. There was something that's, there's many reasons why, and that's why I say that's partly the coach's fault. Aldrich Robinson's supposed to be on standby ready. He was not ready. He came in as if, whoa, I didn't know I was going to play today. Why'd you throw the ball at me? You're supposed to catch it. It's just a lot of things that went on there that, shouldn't have. And Peterson was all over Garcon. So you couldn't. They took Garcon away from us. So now you've got to depend on the veteran Aldrich Robinson, who for reasons beyond explanation doesn't know about going to spots, doing the things you're supposed to do. And I think, and it's not an excuse. I'm just watching the game and seeing what I'm telling. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. And that's why I say.
The thing is, like, I understand that we're not like a Super Bowl team, but we're 0-4, worse than the New York Jets that's supposed to tank. They're 2-2, and they're better than us. And we have Hoyer running the ship.
Yeah, okay. You're never going to get off that. There's no other person on that team that's holding it back. And there's the folks that believe
everybody
that.
has a fault in everything.
I know.
Everybody has a big piece of it.
But I know. But if they replace Hoyer and put CJ in, and we get the same results, we get the same flags, we get the same thing, everybody will be happy. That's my thing. Will that make you feel better? As long as Hoyer sits down and CJ comes in and takes that spot, and he has that result, we can excuse him. He's a rookie. He's the future.
The thing is, I'm not saying like the opportunity. Everything's going to have a Joe Montana. I'm not saying that, but the opportunity is better than what we have with Hoyer. I'm not saying Watson is, but he's a rookie. He had 5 touchdowns today. Houston, the only other than
plays
Hopkins,
in a
name another guy.
simplified Bill O'Reilly system. That's not Kyle Shanahan's system.
But I understand that. But I'm not saying like the rookie situation, comparing CJ. It's like, he's going to turn around the ship. There's opportunity. He showed something in the preseason to me.
Yeah.
And I know it's like second strings, third strings, but with this opportunity, I think
he's going to come in. He's going to come in at some point. You guys don't have to. There's no need to worry about that. He'll be in it. He's not going to get rushed out because Kyle doesn't want to do that. But he'll be out there at some point, probably within the next few weeks, I suggest.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't want Darnold. He looked like trash. Falk destroyed him. I don't want to take for him. I'd rather have Rosen than Allen.
Boy. Sheik, let me see you tomorrow night, man. We can really roast these guys, all right?
Yeah. Before I go, that's one thing that hit that like.
Yes.
What are you guys doing?
Hit the like.
I want Ronbo to, he's been a warrior. He's been Mr. 24/7 all year long. Hit the like. Give this guy love.
Thanks, Sheik.
Shout out to all everybody in the faithful, man.
Yeah. Sheik, see you tomorrow, bro. All right. And let's go to Bishop.
Ronbo.
Yo, Bishop.
What's good, Ronbo, man?
Oh, man, ain't nothing good, man. We did it again. We did the 3-point magic. We did the 3-point trick. You know what, Bishop, though? I got a feeling at some point, and hopefully within the next 2 weeks, those 3-point losses turn into 6-point wins or something like that. I just don't get why we have to lose the close ones. We play everybody hard ass for 4 quarters. And this time we would play them hard ass for a 5th quarter. But the result is still the same. And the bottom line is, it's all Brian Hoyer's fault. He is the man behind all these failures. He plays offense. He plays defense. He's in the rocker. He's doing everything wrong we could possibly. He's coaching. He's doing everything wrong. We didn't have him, we'd be winning these games. So,
Yeah, well, Ronbo, I'm gonna say this, Ronbo. You know me, I haven't been quick to say put CJ Beathard in.
Yeah, but you're ready to put him in now, right?
By game 5. Yeah. Oh,
put him in. Put him in next week.
We don't have anything to lose.
Game 5 is next week. Put him in there. I know. And the thing is, we'll have boring football for the rest of the season, but that's okay. Because you know what? CJ's still in learning. It'll be fun to watch everybody learn. Then we can say things like, oh, that was all. He almost got it. Yeah. So, they won't know anything like what they probably could learn with Hoyer, but that's fine. Let's let CJ in, let him learn, and we can see what we got. I understand that. I understand that line of thinking. I don't want it, but I understand it. Because I still think at some point that they're going to start to click. And maybe it's my imagination, but I do.
Yeah, I think it's your imagination, Ronbo.
It might be. I ain't going to lie.
I think it is, man.
It could be.
I hate to say it.
Yeah.
I don't. The ceiling, that's Hoyer's ceiling. I'm not solely blaming him.
But what do you think CJ's going to do,
but,
though? I mean, what do you expect out of CJ, though? Should he come into the game? What kind of football do you think you're going to get?
I don't really know, but I expect probably the same results, which is some more losses. So, let's get ready for the draft pick. That's how I look at it. I mean,
are you using that word?
So
do I suggest
from the start?
Are we suggesting the word TANK?
Well, we're not tanking. It's just look, Ronbo. I honestly feel like if we had another quarterback under center, we would be 3-1.
Maybe
because when you look at who we played against, they haven't had the best quarterback performances either, and yet somehow, except for Goff, and somehow.
And we kept up
they've
with
been able to pull it out. Why?
That's the thing. They seem to play to the level.
Either. I'm not blaming Cal.
Yeah. They seem to play the level of competition.
But when you got Brian Hoyer throwing over the wide receivers, and there's been some drops, but come on, man, he's just throwing left and right over the receivers, or then he's staying in the pocket too long, holding it. He can't even throw it away. I mean, it was one play where he threw it to Kyle Shanahan, and Kyle Shanahan just threw the ball out of disgust. Like, this is exactly who we got.
Okay, Bishop. Here's what I want to ask about that though. Now, you're giving him a lot of criticism. Carson Palmer went down today 6, 7, somewhere like that, 7 times.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say about a 12-year veteran that's actually been to the playoffs and done a lot of great things, who had a similar game? This is what I'm saying. If I'm gonna
he ended up scoring a touchdown too
at the end.
you see what I'm saying?
Well, at the end he scores a touchdown.
He played horrible all year.
But for 4 quarters, that's what I'm saying. But for 4 quarters, he looked like trash. But it's okay because he's Carson Palmer.
Well, no, he looks like trash. He is who we thought he was too. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, Hoyer, I at least thought he would play mediocre.
Yeah.
He couldn't even. Oh my God! Like the third. Okay, we in OT.
Yeah.
What is it? Third and something, such and such. He throws it over. Come on, like he throws it over the wide receiver again. He throws it into the stands.
What quarter are we talking about?
That's when we did got the field goal on in OT.
Oh yeah.
It was I think it was 3rd and 3 or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure, but I'm not saying it's solely Brian Hoyer's fault, but
no, I saw those throws.
I do believe he is holding the offense back. He's holding the offense back. And that's maybe some good news because that shows that we're probably one good QB away from actually being contenders. That's the good news. We're one good QB away.
$30 million.
I can't see Kirk Cousins not performing the same way. I couldn't see him.
No, Kirk's going to be different. He's going to be different. Sure, he's going to be different. Yeah. He's just so expensive.
And also, I'll say this. Also, the defense. The defense is solid. But the weakest link on the defense is Rashard Robinson. He's oh my God. I mean, Jesus Christ. And I never was on the Robinson train anyway, to be honest with you, because I don't know, he started slacking off a little bit towards the second half of last season. But I mean, he's getting exposed left and right, man.
Damn, it really.
And he's the weakest link, I think, on the defense.
Bishop, do you think it might be the system? He wasn't this bad last year, though.
He wasn't that bad, but he gave up a lot of big plays. I'm not gonna say a lot of big plays, but he gave up some big plays too last year, where you probably was like, oh, okay, this might be a problem.
No, you just say he's a rookie, is what you said. I mean, that's what I said. Well, he's a rookie. He'll get
he might still be in his rookie year, clearly, because he didn't get to play a full season last year either. So I don't know, but it's just, oh man, he is the weakest link though. I don't know, man. Rashad, we do that. We definitely need a cornerback all season, maybe a veteran or something. Man, we could be 3-1. That's what sucks the most is that we're losing close games.
Losing close.
And
Bishop,
I really believe if we had I'm sorry.
Good. I was gonna say I need to hold you right there because it seems like everybody wants to come in and talk about Hoyer tonight. So I'm trying to give everybody a shot in. So
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I think we need another quarterback, man.
Yeah, we're gonna get one. I'm sure we are. Because
let me say this last thing.
Go ahead.
Let's get ready for the top 5 draft pick. Let's get ready for him. He's coming.
I'm telling you right now, we're not getting top 5 this year. Hey, didn't the Cleveland Browns lose again today? Who won between Cincinnati and Cleveland?
Cleveland. Oh yeah, well Cleveland. You're right. We might get number 2 then. Cleveland is worse than us. So we might get number 2 and number 3.
See you tomorrow.
We might beat Colts. well, we should be coached, but I don't even know about that. But yeah,
God.
maybe New York Giants. We might be New York Giants.
Yeah, because they got a problem, don't they? All right, Bishop. Let me talk to you tomorrow, okay?
All right.
All right, fam.
Let's go.
Yeah. And we call in Joe to take his turn on that terrible man, Brian Hoyer. Joe. Joe.
Oh, hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
I'm okay, man. I know my BFF is getting picked on tonight. But wait, Joe, what do you
I ain't
got?
gonna pick on him too much. First of all, if Aldrich Robinson just caught every single ball that was in his hands,
we win the game.
that was straight to his chest. If he just caught those, we would have won this game.
Easily. That one he dropped all the way down by the 5-yard line, and then two more he dropped.
My face. Yeah, he dropped that huge game, and it was like the ball went right through his arms.
Chest. It hit his chest first.
His hands were down far away, and the ball was fitted inside his arms.
I saw it. I was sick. And he had to do it where he did it at the 5-yard line. I think 5 or 10 yards out is all he was. Boom, boom, boom to the ground.
But when Hoyer got hurt, and he went off the field, and CJ came in, I was like, oh, here we go, Super Bowl run. And but the very next play, man, they came back, they sent back Hoyer. I'm like, oh, shit.
But why did let CJ throw it or something? He just handed it off to Carlos. But I knew he was going to do that. I'm telling you, he's not. He's got some things he's got to put together first. Joe? Joe, you're cutting out.
Offense could facilitate is so when you watch the game, watch it again.
I don't know if I can go through that again.
How many running lanes Hoyer had? Where he had wide open, no one in front of him for miles and miles and miles, but he threw the ball away outside.
Oh.
So,
yeah, he's got a thing about that.
So defense is having to cover up those running lanes. Defense is having to keep one linebacker as a spy, which leading to more opportunities for players playing outside, more people open, and more plays. Mm-hmm. And that would also keep some players. So whenever Hoyer pulled the bootleg, everyone sold out for Carlos Hyde.
Mm.
Whereas if it's CJ playing that, there's a chance the defense is like, oh, it's a quarterback, and boom, Carlos Hyde is open. Long runs. So it's just having a quarterback who is not necessarily a running quarterback, who can just stand back there, throw all day long, but can also keep the defenses honest, where they just don't completely throw them away.
Aren't you expecting?
The defense is just
but Joe,
we don't care.
Joe,
you're gonna do no damage.
Aren't you expecting a bit much out of CJ though? I don't know. People think CJ's. I think he's just a kid. He just got out of school. I don't know why people expect so much from him.
I know.
I'm very curious about that. That's why Kyle's got him, not so much because he's in a hurry to get him on the field, because he knows he has something he might be able to work with. But I don't know if he's in such a hurry to put CJ in the game.
In college, there was a time when he went undefeated.
He's not a bad. I didn't say he's a bad quarterback, but this is the NFL, and that's what I'm saying. You need to be segued in. Some guys can do it. Your first round draft picks usually the guys that pretty do well with that.
He also has NFL receivers.
Yeah.
He's throwing to. And another thing that I would be excited about is the tight end. George Kittle would do so much better if CJ is throwing the ball, just because they already have the chemistry.
George Kittle would do well to just catch the ball. George is shocking me. He missed one last week and he missed one this week. George Kittle was fabulous during preseason and in camp. I don't know. He gets all mad with himself. I says, George, relax, catch the ball first, then make your move. George wants that TD. He caught one today, though.
He tried to run before catching it. Like, I'm like, bro, it's in your hand. Chill.
You know, and he's better than that. You know,
everyone's talking about Rosen and all these quarterbacks. We ain't taking a quarterback in the first round next year.
I know it. I just didn't want to argue with nobody.
And that's like, period. There's no way, absolutely in fucking hell, that we take a quarterback in the first round. It's gonna be a pass rusher or a number one receiver, or maybe if there's a really freaking great corner, like a over the top great corner. I don't like taking DBs in the first round at all, but for cornerback is like, oh my god, like it's just like a crazy need for us.
Yeah, I know, and we're gonna Joe, bring us tomorrow night, man, because I'm sure we're gonna continue bleeding over to tomorrow about some of the things we need and some of the things that need to go. So, all right, Joe.
Yeah, man. All right.
Appreciate you, bro. Talk to you tomorrow.
Good night.
All right. And it's Tony who Tony did not get. We didn't put up the scores. Tony, your score wasn't right. I think Tony, you know what I think? What's going to end up happening here? They're going to stop putting those huge spreads on the 49ers. Tony had 21 and 28. Yeah. They're going to stop putting those huge spreads up on the 49ers. The 49ers are killing the spread every week. That's 3 weeks in a row, the 49ers. No, last week the Rams were favored by 2, as I remember. Or was it 3? But yeah, soon, 49ers are the most dangerous 0-4 team there is when it comes to the spread. You can't peg them to lose by 14 because I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to do that the entire time this year. But go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, hold on.
Wah! Wah! Brian Hoyer! Wah! Wah!
What was it last year? It was
wah! Wah! Wah!
Man, I haven't heard one logical argument from y'all why we should play CJ, man. Y'all kill me when y'all get on here and do this, man. Y'all taking it out on Ronbo because he's logical.
Oh, God.
Look, you want to hear me say it? You want me to get X-rated with it?
Look, go ahead.
Brian Hoyer sucks dick. Does that make y'all feel better? He's not a good quarterback.
Well,
okay?
this is understood.
The argument was never he was a good quarterback. We all know he's not a good quarterback.
That's a good point.
It takes all 11 on each side of the ball. It takes all 11. All right? I saw Daniel Kilgore get a penalty today. I saw a ton of penalties today that were just fucking unnecessary, man. Don't even get me started on Rashard. Man, I said our corners were going to be the weakness of this game, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
You got Kittle dropping passes. You had Bo drop a wide. Only one person mentioned this. You had Bo drop a wide open interception. You had Carlos Hyde. You can't get your hands in Tyrann Mathieu's chest. You let him go around you. Really? You're fucking 220. You're messing around with the 200-pound DB, and you can't get his hands in your chest. It's ridiculous, man. And I'm sorry, I'm just a little hot right now because
no, it was. You saw what I saw. I saw a group. It was like a cluster. You know what? The whole time. This is why I say, Brian Hoyer was definitely screwing up, but boy, he had plenty of help out there today. So that's my feeling. Oh, God.
And I just don't get it, And maybe there's just something I'm not seeing. Maybe I'm the retarded one because maybe CJ does come in and does play good.
Lights it up. Man, one TD after another. Boom, boom, boom.
Right. Ronbo, like maybe we're the crazy ones.
Yeah, I agree. Know. Could be. CJ might be the shit. Bring him in. I just don't see Shanahan. That's my project. I'm going to mold him into a good quarterback. I'm not interested in him coming out there saving the season. I just pretty much this season's over.
Yep.
I'm bringing these guys in because I want to make this team into what I want to make it into. I got Hoyer over here as my stopgap trying to install the offense. I don't have time to hold CJ's hand through every play. So, I can work with him when we're out in practice field. And that's why I figure he's sticking. But everybody wants him in there right now because they hate Hoyer so bad. Oh, if I saw Hoyer in the street, I'd run him down with my car. This is the thing. You know, I just think people take it too personally as far as Brian Hoyer.
Yeah, man. No, I get it. You know, you get your blood pressure going, you lose a game like that. That's a tough luck. That reminds me of the Jets game last year, man.
Oh.
But are we going to get the Fire Kyle thing going?
Yeah.
Are we going to get that started right now?
You got two. If
Are
he
we gonna
doesn't
fire
change,
everybody, are we going to bench everybody that doesn't? You know,
if the CJ
Just
doesn't
don't
play
need
in
a
3
whipping
weeks, Tony, if CJ doesn't play in 3 weeks, yes, you're right. Kyle Shanahan, they're going to ask for his head and fire him because he doesn't put CJ in your watch. It's coming.
It's Jed's fault.
Yeah. It's his fault to begin with. He should have got rid of Trent Parker should have been gotten rid of the same afternoon as he got rid of Harbaugh. Because he should have went over and told him, Trent, I don't know that but I was going to tell you, you're not staying either. Yeah, sorry. You know, it's just, there's so many people to point fingers at from years ago, Tony. It gets so stupid.
Oh, dude, it's ridiculous. And look, man, I get it, man. I love this team too. I get emotional too. But don't just do the straw man thing. Y'all, do you guys know what a straw man argument is? That y'all turn around and get the straw man. Y'all just need a whipping boy because y'all feel bad, man. Like I get it, but just don't act irrationally. That's how good head coaches get fired. That's why Harbaugh got fired, man. I saw fans starting to turn against Harbaugh, and granted, he had his problems.
Yeah.
Like we're having right now. Oh, by the way, Chip Kelly's red zone offense is looking really good right now. It was second in the league last year. But hey, if we can't punch it in, fine, fire him. But
ooh, that's a good point.
I don't know, man.
Funny you brought that up. That is true.
Y'all relax. It's going to get better. And I hope I pissed some people off with this one, but let's do some moral victories. Let's do some moral victories here. I saw Eli Harold get a sack.
Oh, it was a beautiful sack too.
Just absolutely dominate.
Yes.
Yeah. You see Doomerville? Oh man.
Oh, he was on
I
fire.
knew they were going to leave him one-on-one with the left tackle. Oh, that was pretty, man.
Wasn't it?
That was some good shit.
Oh man. And it's funny because Tony, last week the offense says, okay, well, the defense let us down. This week, the defense is saying, the offense let us down. We did our job. We held them down to less than 20 points. In fact, in regulation time, we had them down to 12 points. See, that was an awesome job, especially with Carson Palmer and his team. I mean, that's a great thing. So
Yeah, I'm gonna let some other people jump up on here too, but
be looking for you tomorrow.
You got to remember, guys, we might have more of this season, and I'm gonna tell y'all, we might have more tough losses like this, and if y'all can't handle it, y'all better dig in, man. Y'all better get a shovel and dig some trenches and dig in, because it's gonna be a long season, man. There's gonna be more of this.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta be pulling your hair out. Y'all want to go stalk Brian Hoyer and slit his throat in a dark alleyway? I don't know, but man, dig in, get ready, because there's gonna be more of it. Dig in.
All right, Tony. See you tomorrow, man. Red Goldust checking in. Oh. David Garcia. Dave.
What's going on, man?
Oh, pain and suffering, David. They can't just kill us. They've got to kill us a little bit and leave us laying there bleeding to die. 3 points. 3 points. No, 3 points. 2 points. 3 points. It's never a beat down. It's just sliding by. So we could say, we could have won that game.
On this thing.
Huh?
You gotta blame a bunch of people, man. I don't want to blame Brian Hoyer for this. I mean, it's the whole team. I think it's a lot of play calling too. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not just the Brian Hoyer whole thing. The play calling pisses me off more than anything, almost. He makes dumbass throws too. Like, at least give the motherfuckers a chance to catch the ball. Like, let's talk about last week. Like, oh my fuck. You cannot take a fucking sack on 4th and 20. Just throw the ball up.
Exactly.
Just throw it up.
Put it in the stands. Do anything with it.
You lost either way. Fuck, man. It's ridiculous.
And how about this, David? You got Juice running and just killing people. Juice is just running people down like a tank. You're within 5 yards. Punch it with Carlos and Juice, man. Just let them beat the hell out of that Cardinals offensive line and defensive line and get in the end zone. Don't get cute at this point.
Yeah, and everybody wants CJ in. Like, CJ's not going to do anything. He did good in the preseason, but, like, he's playing against scrubs, you know? Like, come on, playing against scrubs.
Yeah, big difference.
CJ's not going to do it. It's like the whole Aaron Rodgers thing. You got to keep him in there, bench him, or keep him on the bench and mentor him, mold him, like you said, mold him.
Yeah.
Then come in. That's how they get all fucked up when they come in and they're not really ready.
Blaine
Next thing
Gabbert.
you know, they're another Brian Hoyer or Matt Castle
Or Blaine
somebody,
Gabbert.
You know?
Yeah, same thing with him. He got drug
Yeah,
out
they're
and
another
got
one
killed.
of those guys.
Yeah.
You know, just a good backup.
Yeah.
You got to keep, but he does look all right. I mean,
He
we
probably
got
is.
health issues too all over the place. Jesus Christ, people can't say it. You know what it is too is because we're on the field for so long. The defense is on the field too long,
and they still
Everybody
did
gets
work.
tired. People get hurt.
But they still did a good job. I was impressed with the defense. They were out there all day long, and they still were doing work. Because they came with the mindset
they're doing
that we ain't
good.
going to be denied this week, Coach. You know, you guys score us some points, and we will not be giving up no 41 points. So maybe next week, the offense says, okay, you know what? The defense is coming to play, guys. What the hell are we going to do about that? And they come out next week, and they score 30 points. It's not going to be anything consistent as long as Brian Hoyer's a quarterback anyway. It's going to be ups and downs and weirds and everything else. So, you know, that's what you got to wait to see.
He just needs to let the ball go. He just seems so, like, timid in the pocket. Like, just throw the ball, please. Just throw it, you know.
Yeah.
Like, he's in there, like, rattled, you know. But I could say he has good spurts where he's in there and just boom, boom, you know. But it's like, okay, you got two plays right here. Okay, now we're just going to get a penalty. So now it's like, instead of 3rd and 4, it's 3rd and 14.
Yeah.
So now we got nothing, you know. It's not, our whole fucking team is all fucked up. But
it's a
fuck
discipline.
it, you know.
It's a discipline.
I think it's right, though, to get him some reps at the end of the year. When we're already almost mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. I mean,
Yeah,
there's no way we're going to win 10 straight, you know?
Yeah, we actually were anyway. Probably 2 weeks before the season started, because you know, Kyle Shanahan's system is too long and hard to. It's like him and Matty Ice when he went to Atlanta. Matt, he did not like Shanahan because he thought his playbook was a little bit strange and it was a little bit too much. So now you got a bunch of guys that. Some of them may not even have an aptitude for what Shanahan's trying to do. That worries me sometimes. They may not have enough sharps to run Shanahan. I do wonder about that. You know, Juice does. I mean, this guy's went to Harvard and everything. But I still wonder what's going on with the 49ers. They're not doing well, and it's been 4 weeks, and they're still making the same boneheaded mistakes they made in week 2. So I don't know where it's going or where it's going to end up. So
we don't got any elite players on our team.
Well,
we have no Pro Bowl. The best player on our team is Joe Staley, like on the offensive side of the ball. Like really, like he's the only consistent one. And he's still fucking up.
Well, Juice is
But,
good.
like-
Shanahan,
Okay, Juice, yes, but
Trent
he's a
Taylor's
fullback,
probably
like,
considered good.
you know?
Yeah, there's a
Like,
there's a
we
few
need,
guys
like,
scattered
top-
too.
We don't got
Garcon's
like
good.
an AB on our team. We don't have I mean, Carlos Hyde is good, but I think he's as good as Zeke. To be honest with you, he'd do as good as Zeke in at Dallas.
Yeah, true. Him and Garcon.
Even better, I think.
And Garcon's a good player. There's a few good players.
but they're not.
They're not. I know what you're saying. They're
They've
not.
got issues like.
They're not top of the list.
Yeah,
I'll agree with
you're
that.
not putting Garcon up there with OBJ and like Julio Jones.
Well,
He's
no,
not
that's-
one of those players, you know.
Yeah,
that
no,
just takes the whole field.
Yeah.
That whole side of the field is you're double teaming that whole side of the field no matter what.
That's the upper tier player. And
Then you got other players like no one. There's no respect. Like they put Patrick Peterson on them and it's over. Like okay, now the whole fucking side of the field shut down.
Yeah.
Now we got all these scrubs over here that can't catch balls.
Yeah, and they
Like,
definitely proved that
come on.
tonight. What'd you say? Jay, you know what, Dave, we got to go. And I'll tell you what, man, dude, you need to bring that energy to Monday nights on Red and Gold Radio if you get a chance, okay?
All right, cool.
Love to
Nice
have
talking
you.
to
All right. Have a good night, man. All right.
You too.
Let's go to it's time for the TNT connection. That's why may as well go ahead. Guys, come on in, guys. You're going to go Trez first. Wait for it. Trez, man.
Hold up, wait a minute. Ronbo put some red and gold up in it.
Wait. Trey.
Finally.
There you go. You guys make a great combination. I was waiting for that. Charlie, let me pour some red gold in it. All right, it's done. Fellas, another ass whooping. All right. Take it apart. Trey,
Yeah.
Trey, go ahead, because I know Trey's going to butcher it, boy.
Yeah. No, partner. You got this one. Go ahead, because you know
All
where
right,
I'm
Trez.
going with that.
Because Trez is going to be logical, though.
Okay.
Trey, you're ridiculously mean.
No. I'm gonna jump on the train tonight, Ronbo. I'm gonna jump on this train tonight. Okay.
Jump on
it. I just want to say, do you really understand that right now that our defense is 3-1 and our offense is 1-3?
Yeah,
that's
right.
where we at today.
You know, that's right.
That's where we at.
Wait a minute. Game 1, we played 4. Yeah, game 1, who do we give that game to? You know, that game, let's get rid of that game. Well, we got 3 games. The defense is 2-1, and the offense is 1-2.
The defense only came up short on that Thursday night game because we just come off the Seattle.
And that's why game only one
That's
loss.
when they got their.
I don't know what to do about
right,
game.
That's what I'm saying. The one loss. It's 4.
Game 1.
We 0-4.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
it's 3-1.
Yeah, I'm saying game 1 though. Defense gave up 24 points, right? 20. What did we lose? 25-3. But you know what? That's the offense too. That's why I threw that game out.
Yeah.
I said that game.
But Ronbo, it's just that Brian Hoyer's inability to read the field, make the correct read at the line of scrimmage, and deliver a strike.
Yeah.
That's what it's boiling down to. Why we can't win right now. It's solely at the quarterback position. I know we got receivers out here dropping balls. That is unexcusable too. I would totally agree with that.
And the touchdown that got called back because of the flag.
I saw 3 touchdowns. I saw 3 touchdowns that we left on the field, but Hoyer's inability to make the correct read. It's just that in a nutshell.
Yeah.
It's just that in a nutshell.
There you go.
I mean, we could talk about this, that, and the third. You know, I do want to jump on Kyle a little bit about getting a little pass happy at times when we should have been still running the ball. Carlos.
Yeah.
You gotta.
I agree.
You gotta know when to kill the play, Carlos. You can't act like a fucking Reuben Foster. You on defense, toting the fucking ball, but you're a running back. And you want to bowl this motherfucker over and knock him into next year. You're a running back. You got to know when to kill the play. Bottom line.
Trez, I got a feeling those plays work in practice or something. Why does Kyle keep calling them then? I don't understand. If they're not working on the field, why they must be working in practice. I'm trying to understand.
I don't know. But, I mean, we knew what we was getting in Hoyer, you know. And some people did call him a practice warrior, you know. But it's not translating. I mean, hell, he made Antoine Bethea look like a goddamn viable damn safety today. Come on, man. Come on.
But you do know what happened on that play. You do know what happened on that play, right?
Yeah. It should have been a pass interference, but we ain't getting the call. And
that's the only reason why.
I feel like we're not getting these calls in this league.
That's the only way Antoine Bethea is going to make an interception. Exactly.
Yeah. It's just boiling down. Look, let me tell y'all something. And for everybody, look, we go 6 games in with Hoyer, and after 6 games, you turn the page. Bottom line, everybody can say what they want to say, but 6 games in, Hoyer, if we 0-6, you turn the page. And I don't think anybody should disagree with that, because you could say, oh, you know, you just don't throw the young quarterback in there. You just don't do him like that. No, you do. You do. It ain't all you got to be a first rounder to play in this damn league. No, that's not true. Hell, Watson hung 57 points, 5 TDs today. 5. And then you can go down the list of quarterbacks that were taken in late rounds. Tom Brady, Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins, Tyrod Taylor, Matt Shaw, Kurt Warner. Not even drafted. And this guy playing tonight for the Colts, Brissett. I mean, having all-star games. And you mean to tell me a 9-year veteran can't get you in the fucking end zone?
Partner, can I do you mind?
Go ahead, partner. Go ahead.
Do you mind? I'd like to present the case of the people versus Brian Hoyer right now, if you don't mind. I just want to pull out some facts. We're not even going to get into no he say, she say. All right, fact. 3 out of the 4 games, we've kicked field goals. That's a fact. Another fact, today we played almost 70 minutes of football. We couldn't even get in the end zone.
4 out of 4
Our
games.
defense does not deserve a quarterback like Brian Hoyer. They don't deserve this. They're out there playing their ass off every play. And let me tell you this, Ronbo. You keep saying the rookie doesn't know the offense. You're a very smart man. You are a master in psychology, sir, because you're feeding the people this line. Like, I don't know what part of the game that a rookie can't lead us to field goals to. I don't know what part of the game a rookie can't complete less than 50% of his passes today. I just don't know what part of the game CJ cannot do that. I mean, if Brian Hoyer knows the offense and CJ doesn't, and this is what we get, then I'll take what we could get with CJ because we're not getting much. It's over. We're 0-4. Okay? Let's cut the crap. We need to know if we need to draft a guy next year. All right?
I had no argument.
Sorry.
I'm
sorry. And one last note.
Go ahead, Paul.
No,
Now, I'm just going to say, and for everybody that don't think we will draft a quarterback next year, I think you better think again. Because
they better cut it out.
You didn't think we were going to draft another defensive player.
Let me tell you something. Hold on, Ronbo. How well do you think Jared Goff knows Sean McVay's system? About the same amount of time that CJ's had it. Well, maybe a little bit more, but around the same amount of time, right? And, Deshaun Watson, let's go to another rookie. I think the guy in Cleveland's playing pretty well for a rookie. Even though, he has a few turnovers, but he's getting that experience. You guys keep naming quarterbacks from 20 years ago that got ruined. Derek Carr, Tim Couch. All of these, Ryan Leaf, all these guys from 20 years ago. This is the new NFL. You play your rookie or you don't.
And they might.
What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Just answer me that, Ronbo. What are we waiting for?
I've already said it a million times. Nobody cares.
Okay. Because hold on. You're saying the offense would be set back. Well, we're not setting the world on fire. So if you're going to set this offense, it can't get any lower. It can't.
It can't.
And CJ's not a stupid guy.
Ronbo, you saw too many inaccurate throws today. You saw plays that he made, but the ball was on this side of the shoulder, over the receiver, out of bounds.
Ronbo.
I mean, when Cal caught the fucking ball on out of bounds, he slammed the shit.
It was unacceptable.
I can't believe I committed to this.
It was
guy.
unacceptable.
I know he said it. I know he was saying it in his brain. I can't believe I committed to this guy. I tried to give him a chance.
Hold on. Let's move on from Brian Hoyer because on offense we got another gripe. Up front, remember what Kyle did his second year in Atlanta? He went and got a center. I believe we will go get a center next year because Daniel Kilgore is not getting the job done. Mm-hmm. Carlos has no room to run up the middle. Mm-hmm. We can't get anything done. He's getting no push. Mm-hmm. It's not particularly great in pass block.
And I don't think he's sending any defensive direction either.
This is what I told people we were going to be. I told you guys it was going to be a rough road. We are rebuilding. But you know what you do when you rebuild, Ronbo? And this is the funny thing, and I'm going to be done with this on the quarterback situation. When you replace a guard, nothing happens. When you replace a receiver, nothing happens. When you replace a corner, nothing happens. When you replace a quarterback, you get a spark sometimes. See what I mean? Mm. It's not that he's playing so bad. We need some juice. We need something.
And it's not going to matter. Because, as I said, my position on that is bring him in, continue to do what you're doing. My whole thing is I read a long time ago when they first brought him in, they brought him in there so they can install the program. Right now, the program is stalled. Hoyer knows the system, but nobody else does. Well, Garcon does. And Aldrich Robinson apparently forgot. Because what he did today was...
I'm good on what Hoyer... Hold on, Ronbo. Hmm? I'm good on what Hoyer knows. I'm good on that.
No, I'm just saying...
I'm good on that.
I'm just read on what was being said. So I'm saying, bring CJ in and just start it from scratch. It doesn't matter at this point.
Ronbo, there's something about ability. You can have all of it. That's why some of the best coaches were backups. You can know everything. You can blackboard it. You can teach it to everybody in the camp. And then when the bullets start flying for real,
they don't
you start looking like a chump.
Don't need to run Kyle's sophistication system. Just run a basic system. Don't even try that.
Here's the thing. You're saying Kyle's sophisticated offense. Last time I checked, Kyle offense ain't lighting the fucking league up. He ain't Mike Mark when the greatest show on turf came to hit the league.
Well, it did last year.
That shit lit up the league.
It did last year.
The Falcons had an all-star year last year. But, his
most productive
ain't just like, it's the new
most productive
global
of all time.
Offense of ever. No.
Yeah. Yes, Trez.
What do you do? Hold on, Ronbo. What do you do? What do you do when you have a young quarterback? Okay, Everybody knows X's and O's. Everybody knows X. This is, for God's sake, this is football. Ain't nothing new under the sun with the X's and O's. It's just the verbiage. So what do you do? Dumb down the verbiage.
Yeah, and that's what they'll do. That's what they'll do.
Partner, hold on, partner.
That's what they'll
Ronbo
do.
makes a good point about Kyle's offense, and this is what I'll counter with. And then we're not going to get too crazy because we'll save some for Monday. But this is what we'll counter with, Ronbo. I don't think Deshaun Watson is running Bill O'Brien's offense. I don't think that Mariota is running their particular offense. I think when you have a rookie, I've seen Kyle tailor his system to Manziel. I've seen him tailor his system to RG3. I've seen rookies have the systems tailored. I'm sure McVay's doing that. You know what I'm saying? Carson Wentz isn't running exactly what Doug Peterson wants. They don't always have to run exactly what they have to have. But what we do need right now is somebody that can be a little bit more accurate. I'm sorry. He's completing less than 50% of his passes, brother. I mean,
throws all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't okay. Yes, the drops are bad enough. Yes, they are. He probably would be up to about 57%.
No,
but the ones that you're missing
actually would have won the game.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Jimmy Ward.
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw, Jimmy Ward. We're gonna outlet you.
Definitely would have won the game.
You are moving too slow. You're moving too slow, Jimmy. You're moving too slow.
Would have won the game. Trez would have won the game. Would have won the game on the drop. Would have won the game also on the flag from Kilgore. Thank you, Daniel. And there was that drop that Aldrich Robinson had on a 10-yard
every
line.
time Brian
That
Hoyer
was a touchdown
is
too.
your quarterback. It's we could have won. We should have won.
No, I'm just saying.
Didn't win.
I'm
just saying.
I'm just saying if Pee Wee Herman would have threw the ball, it would have been his fault.
Really thought
it only matters who throws the ball. The receiver takes no blame. He's not responsible. It's all about the quarterback. Nobody else. If you miss the ball, that's not your fault. It's the quarterback's fault. This is why I never jump on you guys to let trade. I will listen to you, but I will never, ever jump on that
poll right now. I can't name 30 other teams that would want Brian Hoyer to be their starting quarterback, and that's it.
And I wouldn't argue with that. Well, all I'm saying is what I'm looking at now, there's no way, if I'm in that courtroom and I look at all the evidence, there's no way that I blame and make him guilty.
Oh, okay. So
I said about 5 guys.
If I just laid out Exhibit A as production, you wouldn't. That wouldn't be enough for you, though, right?
I want to know the accomplices
in 4 games in a row.
I want to know the accomplices.
No
I want to know who else was involved. My investigation would be full. I would bring in all the suspects.
Holding on to the ball too long.
I'd bring in all the suspects.
He had an interception.
He's probably
had an interception where he would have he could have hit a wide open Robinson, but he patted the fucking ball 3 times and allowed the linebacker to get in position to make a play on the ball. That should have been a pick 6. So a lot of things could have been the scores could have been a lot different had they made their interception, had we made our interception.
And had we not lost the ball and not had drops and flags.
But so you're going to solely say today that quarterback play did not cost us this game?
Which quarterback? The quarterback. Partly.
I'd like to hear that.
Partly.
What about
listen, let me finish, Sal. One thing I want to make clear: I never, ever once excused him for not being part of that loss, but I refuse to jump on the train that says it's strictly and completely, every last bit of it is Brian Hoyer's fault. There is no way in hell I'll ever agree with that.
Where are you going with Brian Hoyer? He's a bridge quarterback.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is
the bridge is over.
But when I get ready to designate blame, I got some other people that I'm looking at other than that one. Brian Hoyer screwing up? Hell yeah.
Okay.
But I got a bunch of other guys that are making me tired too. This is what I'm saying.
Okay, but Ronbo.
Hey, Ronbo,
let me
would
ask
you
this.
rather have to play against the Colts than other teams?
Well, Ronbo, but answer this, Ronbo, for me. Where's the leadership from the quarterback position?
From what I heard, he's a pretty good leader. I don't know, but
I'm just saying. When I played the game and I played quarterback, if you fuck, I got in your ass.
Trez, you know what it is.
Okay, guys, we got to stop. We got to stop. It's getting late.
Yeah,
guys.
we got to go home. You can't be a leader on the field if your play is not up to snuff. I'm not listening to the guy in the locker room that goes on the field.
And I agree with that.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right.
But still, it has to be addressed.
Partner, we got to go to the back.
It probably will. Guys, Monday night. Come on back for Raw.
Monday Night Raw. Hey,
yes.
Be tuned.
All right, guys.
Let's get it.
Yeah. By the way, Trez Trey and I go through this all the time. So join us on Red and Gold Radio tomorrow night, 7 p.m. PDD. You'll find all the instructions right in the Ronbo Sports app. Let me go to 302. 302 is Wilmington, Delaware. Hello, Wilmington.
What's going on, family?
What's you, fam? What's your name?
Hey, man. Hey, this is Keith. This is Mac 1, man.
Keith is
hey,
Mac
man,
1. Hey, Keith.
I love my team. I've been a Niners fan forever. But
Okay.
this stuff right here has me pissed off.
You should be. It's terrible.
And what has me pissed off is this. We be in the games. It's 3 games. We should be 3-1 right now.
Agreed.
Period. And what has me pissed off the most is, I'm not even talking about Brian Hoare. Let's put that down. Our defense is on the field too damn long. It's been a decade straight that our defense has been on the field for too damn long. We can't, if we could put up 20, 24 points a game, we'll be the best team in the league. Period.
True. Because we've only given up that many points once. Well, twice. Yeah. We should be 2-2
All
at the
we
most.
needed is to put
Or
up
late.
24 points a game and I could beat us.
Yeah.
But
And we
at
win
the end of the
too.
day, if we don't put points up,
Mm.
we're kicking field goals.
All
Field goals.
game long.
Field goals.
Ah.
And then when we have a bad situation, everybody's talking about the quarterback. We're not talking about no quarterback or nothing. Man, at the end of the day, man, I'm disgusted with my team.
Yeah.
I'm disgusted right now.
Yeah.
Yes, the bonus is. Hey, Rambo, I listen to you every day. I watch you every day. I appreciate you every day. But I promise you one thing, 2 things for certain. Man, some guy changed. And it damn sure ain't Horde. He ain't going to change out a damn thing.
Mm.
We got to put that rookie in or something. Something got to happen.
Well, he'll be in
Because
sooner
the
or
running
later.
back is running good. The offensive line is terrible. I can give you that. But our defense is stout.
They have their minutes. The offensive line is sometiming. Sometimes they do a good job, and most of the time they don't. It is. That offensive line is what it is. It's a work in progress. There's some things they don't.
It is, but it's killing me. Rambo is killing me. It's killing me.
It's killing
to
Brian,
see
too.
My team and my defense out there all the time. And see, the thing is, we got guys out there that's gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Every week is somebody going down on the defense, and that's from our defense being out there for so long. And if you look at last week, we was in the game. Last week, I'm like, okay, we're gonna beat the Rams. We miss field goals. We miss bullshit points. It's every week this shit is going on. It's us hurting ourselves when we get this goal in and get the game over with.
That's the bottom line
You know what I'm
right
saying?
there. Hurting ourselves.
Bottom line.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what
And
I'm saying? It's killing me. I mean, and then Brown, he got that's going to be our quarterback for right now.
Yeah.
The interceptions have to cut. The turnovers have to cut down.
True.
That's what it is. We kill ourselves with turnovers, and when we get a chance to get a turnover, we're not capitalizing at all on the turnovers. It puts our defense back on the field every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. And they bum rush us in the fourth, in that extra quarter, in the overtime, they bum rush us down the field because they knew that, and they got in and scored that touchdown because they start running down the field with ease. True.
I mean, it's to the point, Rambo, listen, and everybody listen to me, it's to the point where we can kick a punt, they run 20 yards on the field, but they know they're going to get 3 points or a touchdown. Today, Jimmy Ward, it pissed me off because we had the game in the bag in overtime, pass interference. It's always something that kills us at the end of the game. The last 3 games we didn't have, man, it's been penalties. Every week. Every week it's been penalties, man.
I know. Sat through every miserable minute. Tell you what, but we got to stop there, fam. Keith, let me drop on by tomorrow night. Way on Red and Gold Radio, man. We'll be looking for you. Good stuff, though.
Hey, man.
All good points.
Hey, fellas, I'll be calling tomorrow. They should touch up on I watch the game a little bit more, but I will be calling in.
Looking for you.
Yeah, Delaware, baby. I will be calling in.
All right, Keith. Have a good night.
Rombo, hey, Rombo, we got some breaking news, man.
Picking you off, man.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Okay, we'll talk later. Go ahead, Trey.
Rombo, we got some breaking news. I need Trez to hear this. I'm so sorry. Malik Hooker just got a one-handed interception on Russell Wilson. People on the inside know what that's about. That's Malik Hooker too, and I'm gonna leave that alone.
Outside. It was a little overthrow, tip ball. Come on.
I'll let you. Let us.
Rambo, you give my boy Luke Falk some props though.
Yeah,
taking down USC.
Tell you, man, I find that hilarious. The golden boy Sam Darnold getting all the attention. Luke Falk beat his ass. I thought that was pretty funny. All right, let's get the cornflake kid. And, I'm sorry, we don't call him that. Let's get TG in here. Tyler.
Hey man, you need to start calling me Tebow.
What do you do to his microphone? Does he sound different? What am I calling you now? Calling you what?
You need to start calling me Tebow.
Tebow? Wait, I just realized you're the 1, 2, 3 kid. Now you changed to Tebow? Who is Tebow?
Yeah. Tim Tebow.
Oh, Tim Tebow. Why would you want that?
Because.
Do you play baseball?
No.
Tim Tebow has been one of the big. He was almost a bigger joke than Brian Hoyer, and now you want to be Tim Tebow?
Now you hating on Hoyer?
No, I'm not. But just saying, everybody else thinks he's a joke. I think he's a victim of circumstances myself, but nobody wants to hear that. But why would you say Tim Tebow?
Because my uncle called me that.
Wait, try it again.
My uncle calls me that.
Yeah, your uncle calls you Tim Tebow. Why?
Yeah, he calls me Tebow.
How come?
Because my first name starts with a T.
Yeah. But your last name starts with a G.
Well, yeah, but.
But anyway, hey, so Tyler, what's your assessments of this miserable game that just went by, and are you two also going to throw Tim? Is Brian Hoyer going to jail for the whole team's mistakes?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to say, screw all of you that are saying that this whole game falls on the one guy.
Hey, wait, this is not Monday night. Tyler, this is not Monday night. We can't do Raw, okay?
Yeah, I'm saying Hoyer is responsible for the receivers dropping the ball and everybody else's mistakes around him is kind of like saying the middle linebacker is responsible for a corner getting beat. That's ridiculous.
Okay, you want to amplify on that point? I mean, back it up with something.
How many times was Hoyer sacked today?
That's a good question, actually. Was that 3 times?
No, it had to be way more than that.
3 or 4. I can't remember.
It had to be like 5 or 6.
Well, no, that's Carson Palmer went down more than Hoyer did today. But
Hoyer had to have been brought down like 5 times.
Might have been close to that, though. I haven't checked the numbers yet.
But anyways, the offensive line was not good today. I mean, they held pretty well in some plays. They were kind of in between. So it's the offensive line. Yes, Hoyer did screw up a couple throws. In fact, on the last play of regulation, Trent Taylor had the guy beat, and he threw it out of bounds instead of lobbing it up.
That made me mad.
But
I saw that one.
That's one of the few mistakes.
And Tyler, and go ahead, continue, because I'm just listening. Yeah.
I'm saying Hoyer didn't make. There's no way the whole game falls on the quarterback, and there's so much more that goes into it. And there's guys around him that are making mistakes. We're missing Marquise Goodwin. I mean, the Cardinals. Do you guys realize it's not all our mistakes? The Cardinals have a solid defense. It's not just us.
That's a good point, though. I forgot all about that. Cardinals do have a good defense.
Yeah, they were number 1. They were what, number 2 in the league last year?
Yeah, somewhere on there. They lost a few people. They're not quite as high this year. In fact, they only rank above the 49ers a couple of spots. You know what really bad?
They
Tyler?
did make some good pickups.
Yeah.
They got Buda Baker.
Yeah, their defense is certainly not a bad defense. You know, Tyler, you brought up something that just hit me like a hammer, though. And it's unprofessional of our guys, but just because Marquise Goodwin fell off the game, Aldrich Robinson was not supposed to come in and our offense just turned to poop. That I do find annoying, and that's why I did blame Kyle Shanahan, because Marquise already made a couple of plays before he left, and then when he did leave, all of a sudden we turned to we can't move the ball at all. Because Marquise Goodwin was going to be the guy on the other side of the field, because Patrick Peterson had PR covered, but Marquise was going to be the X factor. And that's just, Jesus Christ. But Aldrich can't carry that stick. So, you know. I
mean, Aldrich is a slot receiver. He's not used to playing out there. So, I mean,
God.
They need to be ready for these things.
And they do. That's what made me mad. Don't ever get caught with, oh, Jesus, Marquise, what are we going to do now? Oh, no, come on, guys. Work those guys in camp or something. I mean, work them in practice. Don't. Aldrich came out there looking like he never played with Hoyer before. That was strange as hell. I do not understand that.
Yeah, I mean, this is the one night where I would want the Seahawks to win. They're playing Indianapolis. I want us to destroy Indianapolis when I go there next week. So this is the one time I would ever want the Seahawks to win a game.
No, but you know, if the Indianapolis wins this week, maybe they don't have the same punch as next week. Are they winning that game?
I don't know. I haven't checked in a while.
Yeah, all right. Well, you'd be happy to know that the Oakland Raiders lost, and so did the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I have to go to school and deal with this. Oh, you're 0-4, you're trash. And I say, the record doesn't tell the whole story. And they're like, yes, it does. Garbage.
Yeah. You may as well not even go with that. That's not going to – you're going to dig a hole, man. Don't even bother to get in that argument. Let them take their shots and keep walking. It may change.
Yeah, they could say it, and I'll be like, yeah, disappointed with the offense, whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We're still a good team.
There you go. Tyler, we don't see you on Monday nights anymore, so if you get a chance, you know, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, my phone bill isn't paid.
That's right.
I'm getting it paid on Friday. So
I forgot you go through this on occasion. All right, good. Well, I guess we'll start seeing you next week then. All right, Tyler. We got to go now, though. All right?
All right, see ya.
All right, Tyler. Yeah. So, by the way, if you're just tuning in for the first time and catching us, we do this every Sunday normally after the game. And we have, usually it's a fest of beating up on Hoyer. But you know what? I got a feeling that's going to change sometime soon. Let me go to Vader down in SoCal. Vader!
Ronbo, what's going on?
Oh, misery and aching and pain and another loss that we should have won. I tell you, Vader, I just knew at the last minute we got one call where they called it back and didn't give that guy the touchdown. We got another call when the flag was on the other team. I said, whoa, we still in it. We still can do it. And we didn't do it. So, it was really frustrating. Kyle Shanahan, some of you have already seen Kyle Shanahan's press conference. I can't wait to hear what he has to say. And Hoyer, I can't wait to hear what he has to say because he was huge. And I want to hear from Rashard Robinson. We have one. You got the coach, you got Rashard, you got Hoyer. Who else would be in the conversation? They never talked to Garcon. They should talk to Daniel Kilgore and ask him what his problem was tonight. There's certain people on this team that should answer some questions as to what were they thinking tonight? How did you manage to be such an instrumental part of that loss? So, are we going back to Vader? Hey, Vader! Vader. Vader.
You can hear?
Oh, there you are. Okay.
You can hear me, Ronbo?
Yeah, now I can. We just
Yeah,
put
yeah.
it. Okay.
Okay, yeah. He got you now. It cut out totally. He couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay.
He couldn't hear me at all. But again, as far as the offense is concerned, Ronbo, I agree with Trez, man, Trey. I mean, done with Hoyer.
Yeah. And if he wouldn't have been in there tonight, we would have won that game too. I just like to throw digs at you guys, man. I do, man. Because I'm making comedy out of you guys. The line about it being all Hoyer's fault. This is why I'm going to continue to shoot digs at you. But go ahead, keep bringing it out. It's okay.
But look,
but again, President Trey brought up a good point. But the thing is, we got a fullback, we got a couple fucking tight ends. Get them involved in the goddamn game. This cut route to the side of the fucking to the sidelines, the shit's not working. Go up the fucking middle, man.
Yeah.
I mean, what is Shanahan's calling?
Well, that's what I was getting ready to ask you.
Off more than he could chew, man.
Yeah.
I think we need, you see what the Rams are doing, right?
Yeah.
You don't see their head coach looking at anything that's transpiring on defense. His ass is sitting back there, and he's working on his little. He's got a little notepad, and he's crossing out plays that work and shit that.
You're right though.
Because he knows that he's in a rebuilding stage. Right now, all we're doing, dude, for the past fucking 4 years has been giving away fucking Super Bowls. It started off with when we lost against the goddamn Giants, and we knew we were going to beat New England. All we had to do was get past the Giants. That was our main task. And what do? We give the goddamn Super Bowl trophy to the Giants. Say, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Then fucking Kaepernick throws that fucking pick. We give the goddamn Super Bowl game away again.
To the Seahawks.
Come on. Now this year, Seattle is in a rebuilding stage. They have no fucking money. This is our opportunity. You know what I mean? We should have went in and got players that were going to gel or work together. I think Salah really needs to sit up in the booth. I think Kyle needs to sit up in the booth and maybe hire some people to throw the plays down onto the field. I don't know if they're not seeing everything or what's going on, but I blame most of the stuff on the offensive side of the ball too on the coaches, man. Because shit just isn't working. And just like Trent said, man, Carlos needs to fucking go in there and say, hey, that shit don't work. Give me the fucking rock. I'm going to run right behind Trent Brown.
Yeah.
Or give it to the fullback. Let me fucking punch it in, dude. I know he called a passing play. And then he had opportunities where shit was open up. He should have just took off and ran.
Yeah. And you got to get that running game going.
Passer, but you got to keep the running game going because it keeps the defense off the field.
And it makes more offensive, more passing opportunities too. You can't run play action if the defense is not worried about you running. How are you going to run play action?
Rumble, they didn't even fucking do. They ran play action like 3 times.
I saw
that was it. And then he got away from it.
No, I saw it. I was pissed. And then when they did try to
and
go,
it's like, well, what is Kyle? Right, what is Kyle trying to do? Or I don't know what his thought process is or what's going on. Right now was his opportunity for us to at least get to a fucking playoff, man. And at least make his stand. Put his map down. Yeah. You know what? I'm a Niner and fucking we're not fucking around.
Yeah.
But right now with this season, the way it started, 0-4.
Terrible.
Come on. And then now everybody's looking forward to the goddamn draft.
Yeah. In week 4.
That's what we're looking forward to. The goddamn draft.
It's a sad thing.
Week 4.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for don't be surprised if something happens to Kyle because he's the captain of the ship. I like the dude. I think he's gonna turn this thing around. But come on, 0-4.
It'll take a minute.
We're coming off.
Bear,
we're supposed to change.
Can I just say one thing on this subject though? I think.
Okay, go ahead.
I think when we're losing by 2 and 3 points, I think we could temper. The impatience has gotten a little bit crazy. There's some things that need to be changed. I don't know that everything needs to be changed, but when your team is trying to transition,
no, I don't want everything changed.
Well, yeah, a lot of people want them changed. But I've been saying some of the changes we're asking for are not going to make that much of a difference. So that's why I'm saying, you may as well ride this for a minute and see if it gets better, rather than just these knee-jerk snap. Let's get him out of here. I do not.
No,
like this guy.
I'm. You know what? I agree with you 1,000%. Okay, I'm willing to let this fucking ride to the end. I don't give a shit if we're 16-0.
0-16, you mean?
But the thing is, us as fans see shit that doesn't work, and they continue to do it, Ronbo.
But it's a work in progress.
That's the fucking problem.
Yeah. I have a feeling.
No, we don't need cross that shit out. You know what? We're going to practice that next year, or we're going to practice that when we have a fucking bye week to see if we can get our straight. But you know what? A, B, and C we're going to use. D, we're going to mark off.
Yeah, you're good. Or all of the above.
Don't get it.
Vader, I just do have a feeling that it works in practice. I think everything they're trying to do works in practice. And then they get out there in the real deal, and everybody's a little confused. This is the part that might take a little bit of time as everybody gets familiar with this thing they're supposed to be doing and knowing how to adapt immediately to a certain situation. Aldrich Robinson was a glaring thing tonight. Aldrich Robinson looked like he had no idea what was going on. And that's why I says, this makes no sense. Aldrich Robinson should be up to speed with everybody.
But the thing is, he should have been on the sideline saying, I'm the next man up.
That's
Gotta
what I'm
know
saying.
what's going on.
Why wasn't
but
he
again,
prepared?
Kyle, but then that leads. Okay, let's take Hoyer out of the situation on Robinson's deal. Okay, Hoyer. I mean, dude, he practiced with the guy since the fucking season started. Okay, what is he good at?
Yeah, I don't
We'll give
understand.
him this route here. We'll give him this route there.
Yeah, I didn't understand. I
And
was
it didn't
totally
look like
confused.
that.
The ball's hitting him all over the body, and he's still not being able to catch it. He met that one catch. He fell on his butt, and the ball hit him in his chest. I said, there's something really odd about Aldrich Robinson. If I didn't know better, I'd say that the Arizona Cardinals paid him because some of those misses were like out. I mean, they were just completely outrageous misses. I mean, they were pieces. Vader, you and I could have made that catch with no problem. I mean, I realize that a professional quarterback throws the ball pretty hard. But Aldrich, you've been in the league for how many years? You can make that catch. Why don't you? So I threw my hands.
But yeah, but there was a lot of passes that Brian threw.
He threw some errant passes. He did.
Threw over his head. He was looking at hitting the numbers on the field instead of the numbers on the jersey.
Yeah.
He thought Batea still played for us.
Yeah,
that's an interception.
That's part of Kyle's
this
offense.
is ridiculous.
Throwing on the numbers, though, that's something they're supposed to be able to. You know what? Aldrich Robinson, of all people, though, he's the one, when Kyle throws those things where they're throwing in timing routes, he's supposed to be one of the best guys at it. He's played with Kyle before. And Logan Paulson, he's running down the field, and for some reason, he can't haul it in. I'm saying, this is all going to be Hoyer's fault. But, man, this is really killing this team. But, Hoyer's got to be, he's the quarterback,
But us as fans are trying to fucking stick with this team, and, I'm going to be with this team till I die. But,
there you go.
It's like, come on, man. We thought we were going to see some change.
Vader,
it's like losing by three.
Three every day,
It's like, get the fucking ball in the end zone.
Vader, let me.
The ball in the,
I agree. Vader, let me see you tomorrow, okay? There's a lot of people who want to complain, and I'm trying to get to everybody. All right.
All right, Ronbo, letting it go on, ready to go.
Yes.
Radio, Ronbo Sport. Take it easy, Trey. I love the input, brother.
Yeah. Hey, Joey.
Ronbo.
My
man, talk to me.
Terrible day, man. Terrible day. I mean, to get that close to winning and just suddenly lose it, that's just so sucks. Have you listened to Kyle Shanahan yet? I've not got a chance because I've been hanging around here. I've not had a chance to listen. What is he saying? Did you see him out on his post game?
Say that again.
Did you watch Kyle Shanahan? Did you watch Kyle Shanahan do his post game on 49ers.com?
No.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what he's going to say about this.
I got so sick of it. I turned the TV off, and my girlfriend brought in pizza, so I was like,
yeah, that's always a cure-all. Huh? Yeah. If you didn't watch it at the end, you didn't miss anything. It was really annoying. Another game, we kicked a field goal where we should have touched a touchdown and walked off with a win. That's all we needed to do. Punch it in the end zone, walk off, win. No.
Yeah. It just seems like we find a way, no matter what way it is, we find a way to lose in like the worst way possible.
And what's so scary is poor Rashard is always the guy.
Week one, we get,
Let me see, 1, 2. Yeah, Rashard wasn't the guy. The Rams game, no, Rashard wasn't the guy. We didn't get a foul, but Rashard was the guy against the Seahawks. Rashard was the guy today. Yeah. I feel bad for Rashard. I wonder what's going through his mind. I don't want him to give up. I'm a little worried his spirit's going to get broken. Nobody else is worried about Rashard because he's so pissed off they want him throwing in the garbage. I still like Rashard, and I got a feeling he's going to get down on himself and get into a rut mentally. Because that's 2 games now that Rashard was directly responsible for the winning touchdown. That's got to work on his mind.
Hey, how much do you think that we do we need an offensive coordinator? Because I just don't. I don't know if Kyle Shanahan can do it without an offensive coordinator.
No, I don't want an offensive coordinator. Kyle Shanahan's probably the best offensive guy in the league. I want him right there. I don't think it has anything to do with him having too much on his plate. But during the course on daily work, I wonder if Kyle is really able to put in as much time because we're seeing some goofy mistakes. Marquise Goodwin should not leave the game and handicap the 49ers. Aldrich Robinson should be able to come in the game and pick up right where he left. Yeah. He should be able to pick up the slack. Now, if he's in concussion protocol until next week and Aldrich Robinson comes out smoking next week, we'll know what happened. He never gets any reps during the course of the week. That made no sense.
Aldrich Robinson was our leading receiver today.
Aldrich Robinson was our leading receiver?
Yeah, he was our leading receiver. He had 54 yards.
Who was second?
I think Garcon or Taylor. I think it was either Taylor or Garcon. I don't remember.
Number 2 to
but
Robinson.
No, it was Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor should have been number 1.
Yeah.
It
was
Aldrich
because
Robinson.
Aldrich Robinson had a 24-yard catch.
Yeah,
That's
see,
why
he
half
did
of
make
his
a
yards
couple of
came
plays.
on one play.
Yeah, he did make a couple of plays, but that's all. He gave you 2 plays or 3, and then those crucial. Aldrich could have had a 100-yard day.
He had 3 catches. He had 3 catches, but they throw the ball to him 12 times.
Yeah, because he was doing the Marquise Goodwin role.
So there was 9 incompletions right there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Man.
They really should go to Beathard, though, man. I know that's not the popular thing right now, but
No, it is the popular thing. Are you kidding? That's the most popular thing.
Yeah, well, it's like Trey says, we need some juice, man. We need something new. We need some,
I just don't think it's going to come from him.
Something else.
I just don't see it coming
Why?
from him.
But why are you so down on him? That's what I don't get. It's like, why are you so negative on him? Why don't you just give him a chance?
No,
give him a chance.
In that case,
it's like you won't even give him a chance, though.
If you let me tell you, I'll tell you.
Why?
Well, can I tell you? Okay, because for one thing, Kyle Shanahan's system, he's going to have to modify it for Beathard. He's not able to run Kyle Shanahan's system right. There's just no way. So now you got to dumb it down a little bit so he can learn it and grasp it and get in there. I didn't want to see the 49ers slow down like that right now. I still think that if they continue at the pace they're at with the guys they got, at some point, since the impatience as it is, I'm okay with the impatience, but don't give up yet, and let it develop, and let people get punched in on the program. Because Beathard's got to come in, you got to modify the program for him. I don't want the program modified for him. I want the continued program for the 49ers to learn Kyle Shanahan's offense. See? So that's my problem. I can't.
But what if it's not as bad as you think? What if,
but did you hear what I just said, though? The reason is maybe he does do well, but that's not Kyle's offense to be running. You know what I mean by that when I say that? They're running Beathard's offense.
No, I know.
It was an offense tailored for him. I don't want that. I just don't want that.
Well,
everybody does. And it may happen because at some point Kyle may give up. He may give up, and maybe by earliest week 8, halfway through the season, he might decide to go that route. I don't know. But I certainly hope he does wait until that long, because I still think that these guys, I have faith in these guys. I still think they can grasp the program and get in tune. Nobody else does. I'm one of the few ones. But I want to be able to be the guy that says, and after week 8, and they're starting to hit on all cylinders, timing routes, everything's working. I told you guys to wait a damn minute. And I want to be able to do that. But right now, it's not looking good. So, yeah.
Right, and I get that, but what if it's the opposite of that? What if it's
that's when
we're tallying up the L's and all of a sudden it's loss after loss after
change
loss
the
after
CJ.
loss.
Yeah, that's what change the CJ.
Then what's the point? Then who cares if you put him in? See what he can do. See if you have to go like some of the other callers said. Just see what he can do. There's no purpose if all of a sudden if you're waiting for week 6, week 7,
and there's no
week
purpose
8,
in bringing him in early.
There's no results. All the losses keep tallying up.
What is the point of bringing him in? If you're going to lose anyway, what is the point of bringing him in early though?
You're right. To see if you have to go draft a quarterback next year.
You're not going to make that kind of judgment. They're not going to make that kind of judgment this year. They're not going to make that judgment this year. You're not going to get rid of CJ because of what he does this year, because he's not ready yet. So all you got is you've got a chalkboard there, and you drew a few things on it, but there's no conclusion. So you're still, whatever you're going to do, you're going to do it anyway.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Okay, so what happens if you do sign, what's his name, Cousins? I mean, is he going to...
That's too long conversation.
3 years from now, or what if you go and draft Sam Darnold or Rosen? Or
Joey, those are too hypothetical, Joey.
Is he going to be the guy?
Joey, hold on, Joey. We got to stop. That's too hypothetical. There's no way I can answer that anyway. I tell you what. Tomorrow night, try it again. We'll throw it off to other people and see what they say. Because we're running a 3-hour show. We got to get off here soon. So, but anyway, bring it back tomorrow and let's see what happens. All right.
All right, buddy.
All right, bro. You too. Let's go, Lorenzo.
What's up, bro?
Yo.
Falling asleep over here, Ronbo.
Yeah, Lorenzo. I tell you, man, I know you're way up. Man, what are you thinking?
I
guess just like everybody else is thinking, man. I mean,
get rid of Hoyer. Yeah.
I mean, the first hour or so, I was like, "You stupid son of a, you know what?" You know. But I mean, I kind of get a trip out of watching you on YouTube and watching the lag and watching it on TV, and I'm like, I got to see your Ronbo reaction. I just get a trip when I watch it, dude. And I'm like,
this was rough today too, because we
just like
this was rough too, because we were right in it
where
all the way
you're
to the
just so
end.
disgusted.
Oh, it's terrible. And we were in that game. It was ours to take, and we lose it anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like I told you at the beginning of the season. You know, we need offensive line help. You know, I'm not saying that Carlos Hyde's the answer or throw a whole bunch of money and go get Cousins. But I'm saying, but if we had an offensive line, like we did a couple years ago, where you knew you could run the ball through that hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Games are won and lost.
That's something we don't have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's going to take a while. I still think they're trying to learn it. They're not doing very well. But sometimes they do look pretty good, and then other times they don't. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe Kyle should water his system down. Water it down a little bit so people can actually learn it and do it. I don't know. But when you do get it, you're a tough team.
Here's my theory on him. I think he's trying too hard.
Which one? Kyle Shanahan?
I really think, yeah. I think he's trying too hard. I think he's trying too hard to be his dad. He kind of has this mental picture of when his dad was a Niner OC.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my God, he had Steve Young, and they could do all these explosive plays. Jerry Rice, you don't have a wide receiver like Jerry Rice.
True.
You don't have that.
Yeah.
You don't have a quarterback like that.
Yeah. There's no Steve Young.
You know, you ain't got stuff like that.
Yeah.
You ain't got a running back like Lincoln Waters back there.
Yeah.
They can just throw it down, downhill, boom. And that's the thing. I think he's trying too hard. I mean, that's my theory.
That's a good
I
theory.
want to put it on his players.
Yeah.
Because these players are like, dude, this is not an A and B kind of thing. Like, okay, I throw it here. Are you supposed to be there? What if when he does throw it, and the wide receiver, instead of making the cut, he goes straight up the field?
Yeah. We get that sometimes, and it looks like Hoyer made the mistake. Yeah, I know exactly what you said. I saw it too many times, and then it makes Hoyer look bad, and everybody thinks it's all his fault. They have no idea that assignments have been missed, and spots have been passed, and people are late. It's just really a mess. But they should be better at it. They've been doing that for over a month. I don't know why they're still struggling like that.
And here's the other thing that people don't look at. I mean, everybody looks at it like, okay, Falcons should have, the Super Bowl slump. Look at the Patriots. They have the Super Bowl slump, and they won the damn Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. Some teams are built like that.
And I think Kyle Shanahan has somewhat of a Super Bowl slump because he's like, okay, last year at this point I had Julio, now I can throw it up here. You don't have a wide receiver like Julio.
Yeah. And
when you do, he gets hurt, and your offense goes downhill instead of staying on point.
True. You should actually make the program fit your players, and that makes sense too. Yeah, I agree. But he's going to try. He insists on trying to run his program though, and I don't think anything's going to stop him from doing that. And if anything, next year there's going to be a bunch of new players. I hope there's not a lot though, because it means you start all over. I hate starting over. The 49ers haven't had a program in place for 3 years. Every year they get a new program. And so that's why this year, when everybody's throwing every player on the field into the garbage, it's foolish. Because all they're doing is everybody's learning a whole lot of new things, a whole lot of new guys together. You're not going to get mid-season form in the first 4, 5, 6 weeks. So, but everybody's going to complain. until they do get it.
And
So it's not going to change.
And I get a lot of these callers where they're like, the defense. Okay, if we go into defense, the majority of the 49er defensive players, they're used to the 3-4.
Yeah, so they had to learn another. Yeah, that's true. And they're getting better though. Today they look really a lot better. So.
Yeah, they do. But like I've been looking at the game, we don't have that number one shutdown corner. We don't have that.
Yeah.
That's why they play too soft. They play too damn soft, and you know that.
Yeah, I do. I agree.
They don't stand up on the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they
you
do.
know what I mean?
I don't know what they do. Watch the film. We got to go, Lorenzo. But let me tell you what, man. I want to see them all if you get a chance. Okay.
Of course, man. Of course. Hopefully tomorrow, I'm like, see if Ronbo gets me in there in between the first two calls. That let him fall asleep.
Yeah, I'm right. I'll try to do that, Lorenzo. Sometimes there's a lot of people before.
All right, then, bro.
All right, man. Have a good night. All right.
You too.
All right. And Tracy. We're going to Tracy Quallers. You're in Norfolk Zone 1. I shouldn't be giving out all that information. Norfolk, Virginia. Tracy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tracy, your feelings on this stupid loss tonight. What are you thinking, man?
Brian Hoyer, he's supposedly a veteran quarterback. I mean, for a quarterback who's playing at least, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, 8 or 9 years, he's sitting there making rookie mistakes. He should not be sitting making those rookie mistakes, in my opinion. He had multiple opportunities where he could run outside the pocket and either find Garcon downfield or Juszczyk or Kittle on the flats or anybody close or open. I mean, like he just chose not to.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few times that might have been the case. I can't argue with that. Tracy?
And our offensive line, they're good. Don't get me wrong. They're good, but they could definitely improve. Daniel Kilgore.
True.
Daniel Kilgore with the penalties, he at least had 2 penalties, either illegal hands to the face or offsides or holding or whatever.
One cost us a touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And like we this is our, some people are saying this is our not a rookie year, but our
rebuild.
Our rebuilding year. And just like Bill Walsh, his rookie year, he only went 2-14.
Yep.
And so maybe this is Kyle Shanahan's and John Lynch's
2-14.
Maybe this their beginning, and maybe they need to go out and they need to find some more people that we need to complete our offense, to complete our defense, and we can once again be a
you can be guaranteed. You can be guaranteed they're going to be out looking for other people. Oh, this I can promise you without any fear. They are those two guys are winning. Those guys are used to winning. So this is something there to really making them nuts. Guarantee you that. So there'll be some definitely replacements.
And in my opinion, I know you support Hoyer. Well, for the past couple weeks, you've been supporting Hoyer, and I feel like for this next game, especially against the Colts, and right now I'm watching to see what they're doing to Seattle, and they're slowly eating Seattle's defense.
Are they really? Yeah.
So I feel like we could put Hoyer in just to see what he can do, and then if he doesn't, I mean, it's like a play-by-play, I guess. And if he does bad, we can try to put CJ in and see what he does. But if he doesn't do anything good, I mean, it's, you know what I mean? Like it's sort of flip or flop.
Yeah. It probably doesn't work like that. If the coach is gonna switch quarterbacks, it's probably not gonna be in the middle of the game unless the quarterback is really screwing up or going down or is looking like he's in trouble. That's something that's done before the game normally. The Texans did it a couple of weeks ago. Bill O'Brien does that. This is what he does. He goes through quarterbacks like that. He switches quarterbacks in a heartbeat. But fortunately for him, this time it finally worked. But yeah, I don't think that Shanahan's that style.
Yeah, I don't think he is either. But I mean, let's hope that this week, or not this week, next week, or week 5, we can come off and we can cut back at a win
and execute. That's all. You know what? That's all I ask. Execute. Let's not have flags. Let's try to keep the turnovers down. There's no need to get 13, 14, flags. 15 flags every week. Try to lower it. Even if they don't want to stop getting 13, guys, lower it down to about 4 or 5 flags. We'll just wean them off a little bit. You know, guys are going to get double digits every week. So start at 10. All right, this next week, just get 10 flags. And then maybe the week later, maybe go down to 9. And then make a big jump after that. Maybe get down to 6. You know, but there's double-digit flags every week. That's just, God, that's got to stop.
And that is definitely something that Kyle Shanahan and all the coaching staff need to talk and work with the players on. Like, that's, like, once again, for all of those veteran players making those mistakes,
it's ridiculous.
That's their fault. Yeah. That's rookie mistakes that they should know better, and they should know right from wrong, and especially like the offsides and the encroachment and the neutral zone infractions. I mean, they should know that.
And face masking, Daniel Kilgore, face mask.
Yeah,
Tracy, we got to stop. Let me tell you what. If you got time tomorrow, Monday Night Raw, we'll be waiting for you. Okay.
All right, man.
All right. And all right, you too. And we go back to we go to John Curtis. Hey, John.
Hello. Hey, this is Warren. Warren in New Jersey.
Oh, Warren. Warren.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Terrible, Warren. I'm telling you, man. It's. I don't know why
I'm on my father's old cell phone. Where you see the John Curtis. When you said, I'm like, that's my father's name. I'm like, oh, that's my father's phone.
He's looking for my dad. No, Warren. I tell you, man. I'm just. It's so frustrating. I've never been so frustrated. You know, because we used to get our ass whooped. We got our ass whooped so bad that by the time the fourth quarter came, you already knew the ass whoop was coming, and you already settled into it. But we keep waiting until the last minute of the game to get a whooping. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's really it's really disheartening. I think each week it's gotten worse for me. At least I can't speak for everybody else. I know each week for me, like today was bad. Like, you know, last week I was depressed after the game. This week I'm depressed and angry.
In pain.
It's funny. With Hoyer, when Hoyer got hurt,
you were delighted.
I was like, yes. Because, I'm thinking, okay, now is an excuse to put Beathard out there and see what he can do, see if he can give us a spark. Because honestly, I kind of, when they say, oh, well, Hoyer's okay, like Beathard didn't even get a playoff. They brought Hoyer right back out.
He got one play. He handed the ball off to Carlos.
I'm sorry, yeah, he did get the one play.
Yeah.
But that begs the question is, do you think Shanahan is afraid to put Beathard out there with the way the offensive line is playing? Even though, it's playing better. It's playing better now, a little better now.
It's clear.
But still, he doesn't want to put his rookie behind an offensive line the way it's playing now.
He knows. It's as clear to me as a nose on the face. He's not ready, Warren. He's not. You don't want to put him out there for no long stint right now. He'll be destroyed. I know people think that they saw him do some things against the 2s and 3s. Shanahan wants to mold that kid into his star. You put him out there now, his confidence gets shaken. He makes a couple of mistakes. He may even develop a couple of bad habits. You work him slowly in. He's a 3rd-round pick. He's not a 1st-round pick. He could be fantastic. Starting next year, if Hoyer's still around and they do not give Cousins all that cash, or whoever else comes around, or Garoppolo, whoever else is on the list, then you say, all right, go out there and give it a shot. I'll be looking at you closely. You take that job, it's yours. But right now, he's trying to teach them things. And another thing, people don't understand, there's a lot of things CJ needs to learn about the game from Coach Shanahan that he hasn't instilled yet. CJ's a program. He's not. He's a project. He's a program. He's going to bring him in if he has to, because he had to get rid of what's his name, right? the other guy, Matt Barkley. He wasn't going to keep Barkley because he's not going to keep 3 quarterbacks. So he's going to keep his project. He's going to keep working. He's going to keep his fingers crossed and hope that Hoyer doesn't get removed completely. But he wants to teach him things he wants him to know. He's not going to just throw him out there and get the baptism by fire. I can see that clearly. Because if it was so, if it was about winning, getting the playoffs, or if he thought this kid could make him get there faster, yeah, sure, he'd throw him in there if he knew what he was doing. That's got to be it. So.
Yeah, I agree with you because it was definitely evident today when Hoyer ran right back out. I was like, okay, so Shanahan's thing is like, I'm not going to put Beathard out there at all. It has to really be bad, just for me to put him out there. Yeah. And I agree with everything that you said. He wants to mold him and everything, and he doesn't. Beathard looked really good in the preseason, and obviously that's the preseason. But I think he looked better than a lot of people expected. So everyone's like, "Wow, we need that guy out there," but we don't need him out there right now. That's why they got a 6-year contract. He and Big John Lynch, they got a 6-year contract because it's going to take some time, and we as fans, we're going to be impatient and we're going to get frustrated. But we've been in some close games, like you said. Our defense has played really well at times today. Too many penalties, but. Our defense has played well, but the offense has to give them a chance, man, to
get some rest. They'd be even better,
man, because this is too much. It's ridiculous. After last week, I said, okay, we're going to put some touchdowns on the board. You know what I mean? Like against Arizona, come on, man.
But Warren, did you know how important Marquise Goodwin was up until today? I had no idea that Marquise Goodwin carried that kind of weight in that offense. He left and the team quit.
And the team quit. Right.
Wow, my God! And Aldrich Robinson came in. Hey. I didn't know I was going to play today. What are we doing? I'm thinking, what? God, Mark, come on. Jesus Christ, Aldrich. You were better than that in Atlanta. What are you doing? But he led the team. He had a couple of long receptions, I just found out. But then Aldrich Robinson could have won the game today. Aldrich Robinson had apparently a lot of yards. That one that he could let get away right down around the end zone, that was I said, man, that first down that hit him all over his body and it just fell on the ground. I said, damn. He ran a couple of wrong routes where he was supposed to be. Hoyer pissed me off throwing the ball. You know you're dealing with guys that probably aren't up to speed. Don't throw it anyway because then you get what you got. So, you get... Right. So, Hoyer's trying to move too fast for him, and then he's moving too slow for him. And then he's making wild throws on occasion. I got the feeling Hoyer might have got pissed off at one point and started getting stupid. So I'm not sure what went on there. I'd love to know, though. God. That was so annoying.
I'll tell you, I will say that as much as, and I don't know if you remember, I'm not particularly, I've never been a big fan of Carlos Hyde, but Carlos Hyde has really been doing his thing this year. I have to admit, I'm very happily surprised. He's the one bright spot, even with that I have to say, I'm happy with him. But of course, it's a contract year. He might be like, okay, I'm playing for my job this year.
And then next year he turns to mush. Warren, appreciate you calling me. I haven't heard from you in such a long time. So great to hear from you. I wish you'd have some time to talk with us on Mondays, too, man. All right, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. All right, night, Warren.
Yeah, absolutely, man. All right, now.
All right. This is Warren out in New Jersey. There's so many folks out in New Jersey like 49ers. And there's Nate up in Oregon.
What's up, man?
Nate, we're just fielding all the complaints. And we have a right to complain.
I know. I'm not going to complain, but I got worse than the complaint.
Let
me tell you my story real quick. I got some real good and bad news.
Okay.
So basically what happened, I met a girl, Sunday school teacher.
Yeah.
I got laid, lost her number.
Yeah.
My license is suspended.
Yeah.
And it's my birthday.
Wait a minute.
I got pulled over today.
Wait a minute, Nate. All this happened in one day, huh? Hey, Nate.
Yeah, man.
This happens to you a lot. Nate, this happens to you a lot. Did you get her name this time?
Yeah, Jessica this time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but she... I lost the number. My license is expired.
Yeah.
I got pulled over.
And the 49ers lost another stupid style game. Yeah.
I mean, and it's my birthday. Niners lost.
Hey,
everything's all bad
happy
today.
Happy birthday,
really.
though, Nate. No matter what else, happy birthday, Nate. Oh, man.
I had a little bit of more energy, more charismatic to that, but I took too long to get on the line, and I was like, man, I'm gonna be not that funny now because I'm actually
Nate. That was pretty
it's
funny,
actually
man.
hurting me now.
You have these situations a lot, man. So you know what? We're waiting for the next one, Nate. Because boy, I tell you, your life, all the way back to the time that you were picking out melons in the store, man. I mean, it's just Nate's. You need a camera on you at all times, man.
I know. They call me Nasty Nate for a reason out here, man.
I guess so. Well, Nate.
Yeah, it's true, man. But it was a tough game today, Ronbo. It was a tough game today. It was tough to watch.
Terrible.
Brian Hoyer. God, I don't know, man.
Going from sugar to shit.
I think the guy who you're speaking to that really had a lot of realism to me was Rizzo. He was saying about how maybe he's being too extravagant about his playbook. Maybe he needs to keep it A and B, keep it more basic for Brian Hoyer and basic for the receivers as route runners. So they can actually, get some positive yardage and be more productive in the
step
offense.
by step, right. Yeah, I agree with that. Don't take them too fast because they're not getting it. And the offensive and with an offensive line like that, you better not go too fast because then you're going to get your quarterback killed. And also, there's no execution. So
right.
It's a mess.
And that's the fact of it is that you got to understand what you have. So the offensive line, it's not blocking great. So you got to really think about maybe chipping some ends. Like when he did with Aaron Donald, instead of having the running back stay inside and see if there was anything that's going to happen inside and chip somebody and block somebody, he pushes them out.
Yeah.
There's no point for that because you had to make a deep throw. So. I don't know. There's some calls that are really, for me, are affecting how I think about Kyle Shanahan in a way.
Yeah, it reflects. You know what's so funny? Because you're right. Everything we're seeing, it's right in front of us. It's black and white, right? But we don't know what's really going on. And the first person you got to blame is first you got to blame Hoyer, and then who's next? The coach. Yeah, and that's how people get fired. The coach. And the quarterback, they usually leave at the same time. So you're right.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I was, and that's what the perspective he gave me was Rizzo. He gave me that really deep perspective of what we used to have. Mm-hmm. You got to understand what these guys can do and what they can't do. The only guy who's actually being productive is that guy Taylor. He does in the post game. He was saying he's being held all the time. He's getting
they pick on him.
Calls and he's not getting everything.
They pick on him. I don't understand. And when he does something, they can't wait to blow the whistle. They abuse him so bad. Tyrann Mathieu was just doing a number on him, and he didn't even. And that check he put on him when he threw him out of bounds. Where was the flag? That was illegal. I do not understand why Trent Taylor does not. How come he gets that kind of treatment?
There's something going on, man. The league is made us the Raiders, man. They honestly did. There's something going on where, how the league had it out for the Raiders for that long. I don't know what's going on. Maybe DeBartolo did something bad because he was, let go of the ownership. I don't know. There's something's happening. Something inside's happening where they're not letting us succeed in the league.
Yeah.
And I could see it because every call goes against us.
Just about. Although the Cardinals finally got a few bad calls today. Who's that?
So I don't know. I feel like there's something inside going on. I watch a lot of football. So the thing is, I watch all day, all morning. I get up in the morning, watch every game.
Yeah. Well, I don't know Trent Taylor. I'm going to keep an eye on the Trent Taylor situation because there was definitely a 15-yard fetch. That was blatantly unsportsmanlike conduct. And then you got the beat. I mean, him and Patrick Peterson, between Tyrann Mathieu and Patrick, they were using him for a punching bag. They were just beating him back and forth. Finally, the officials see it. I said, you know what? That's been going on all damn day. You guys notice that one? Why? Because they put the camera on it? Your sons of... That's weird. I don't understand what the abuse of Trent Taylor is. That is strange. Because he's a rookie, I guess. I just don't get it. So, we'll see.
It's breaking my heart, man. It really is. It's just... The league is very corrupt, and that Trent against out there in San Francisco when they called that offensive pass interference, the hand never went up.
Such BS.
So I was like, what was that? They're taking wins away from us. So I don't know, man. It sucks because now we're in the losing end. I'm going to just go see in the mornings I wake up just to see New England lose because I hate Tom Brady. So
Nate, I tell you what, I agree, but we got to go. But I tell you what, we'll see you next Sunday, okay? And maybe it'll be finally a lucky win. Because the 49ers, I don't know when they're going to win. I would have thought today was going to be the start, but I have no idea what's going on with that team. So we'll see you next time.
Usually you get a lot of random thoughts by me, but that was pretty clear today how I felt. So
That's true.
You have a good night, Rambo. Thank you for the radio show.
Happy B-Day, bro. Have a good night.
Yeah, take it easy.
All right. All right, listen. And there's Wyatt.
Ronbo.
Oh, Wyatt. We're getting dragged out through it.
Why do we suck so?
We can't get over this. We can't get. It's like I said. It's like you're flying an airplane. I think Kyle Shannon jumps in the cockpit. He's the only guy on the plane that knows how to fly. We're in a tailspin, right? We're going down at 100 miles an hour. He's sitting there trying to pull us up out of the tailspin. It's taking a while. We're going to hit the bottom. Maybe we don't hit the bottom, or we do. I don't know what's going on. Today just made no sense. 10 days rest, and they look totally unprepared.
Yeah. Defense looked good. They look prepared.
Oh, they look awesome.
But our offense,
still sputtered.
Fucking,
But
same old
where
story
was our?
pretty much.
But our offense looked awesome last game.
Scored
Why?
at least one touchdown from last week, or last week's performance. But
they did get one. That was the best drive of the day. That was the most beautiful drive they orchestrated all day. And there's Daniel Kilgore. Oops, my bad. Sorry. The best drive of the day.
yeah, what? What are you talking about? The
touchdown that Matt Breida scored.
To Breida?
Yeah. That was the best drive all day.
Was it Taylor or it was Kilgore, huh?
I think it was Kilgore.
Penalty.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, something like Kilgore, he has at least like 2 to 3 penalties every game now.
Every week. Holding.
I don't get it. I don't.
Because he can't. He's not good. He's not good, so he holds. That's all he can do. He can't beat anybody. He can't stop anybody, so he holds them. And he can't stop getting caught by the refs. Damn it, every week. Every week.
I mean, I don't remember that ever being a problem with him either, always like committing so many penalties. I don't know if it has to do with that injury he had, whether or not he's not able to, like, just block guys like he used to be able to or what. But, I mean, it's our whole team is just committing penalties left and right. It's just, it's frustrating, to say the least.
And I just wonder what they're going to look like next weekend. It's like scary to wonder what they're going to look like next weekend because you don't know who's coming. I guess, Wyatt, when you least expect it, they come out and they put together 4 quarters of football from both sides of the ball, offense and defense. Could that be possibly? But you can't get your hopes up because they act like they know how to do it.
Right.
Against the Rams, they were just flawless on offense, and the defense was having trouble because they were a little tired. Today, you expected that same. All right, they were cooking last time. We got 39 points. We were hitting bombs down the field. We were doing everything right. Can't score a touchdown, except for I say the one drive where they came down and looked fluid, smooth, and crisp. No, bring that touchdown back, guys. Flag. Talk to your boy here, center. And
it's like as soon as it started becoming just like a back and forth field goal, scoring game. I knew we were probably going to lose just because the Cardinals have way more talent on offense.
Yeah.
They got Palmer back there. He's a vet.
Although he looked like crap today too.
Carroll, of course. They got all these speedy receivers, John Brown, whatever the other Brown,
JJ
Nelson. I mean, it's like, and then right after what's his name got concussed, Goodwin. That I felt like our passing attack went really down after that. I mean, not like it was anything to talk about before that.
But it was better than that. Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't spread the field anymore without him on the field with his speed.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, man, just not looking good. It seems like the only legit receivers we have so far in the season are Garcon and Taylor.
That's pretty rough.
And, there's a lot of potential with Taylor. I mean, that guy knows how to get open just because he's super speedy and elusive. And
but the refs don't. But the refs don't
he's
trust
like
him.
Bolin, but he's not known to get open, all the time.
Goodwin's good though. He's usually open too. Goodwin's only problem is it's not about losing his man. It's about Marquise catching the ball for the first 2 games. But last game,
that's what I'm saying. That's why,
yeah. All of a sudden he started catching the ball. Circus catches, toe drags. What? I was shocked. I said, okay, we're ready. And then, of course, we get what we got now.
Right.
He gets a concussion and some kind of eye damage. Damn.
Yeah, I know. And then of course, Robinson couldn't catch a ball for the life of him, or like Hoyer would just throw it like 10 yards behind him, or 50 yards over his head. And, it's like, I don't know, man. I mean, I think we should still stick with Hoyer. Not saying that it's going to improve anything if we just keep him in, but it's not like if we throw Beathard in there, it's not like he's going to have much to work with either. He's going to have the same players.
Exactly.
Same offensive line, same receivers. It's not gonna.
Kilgore down there getting flags.
Unless he's a miracle maker, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna improve much.
No, and
actually might make it worse.
And then risk may make him bad too. And I just think it's good for him. But you know what?
Yeah.
If Hoyer gets hurt really bad, he's gonna have to come in anyway. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that. Shannon didn't want. They wanted to use that spot. They didn't want to take 3 quarterbacks, right? So he wanted to use that spot for another roster position. So they got a real problem. Barkley might have came in and not did too badly actually. I have a feeling. Because remember how
who is that?
Matt Barkley. Remember how he killed us last year in Chicago?
Oh, Barkley.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he beat us in Chicago.
Oh, he beat the crap out of us. That's why I said, I don't know. Is Barkley really that bad? He beat us like we were stepchildren last year. So, I don't know.
Yeah, in the snow, man. That was ridiculous.
Oh, God.
But, hey, defense showed out. Front seven showed out.
Yeah, I was proud of them.
Outstanding.
Dang.
Got 5 sacks on the day.
Did Buck get 2?
Dumerville, he got a couple.
Dumerville got 2. Did Buck get 2?
Got his first one.
Yeah.
First one in his career, So, man, defense is looking up. At least the front seven.
Don't forget. Don't forget Eli Harold, because Eli Harold doesn't get this honor very often. Eli Harold had a great sack. Finally,
he posted a picture of his cleats on Instagram, and I was like, "Cool, bro." And I commented, like, "Do something."
You did not. What? He's gonna block you now.
I don't care about your cleats. I want you to get a sack or something. And then, sure enough, 20 minutes later, got a sack.
Hey, did he answer you when you said that to him?
You finally did something.
Yeah. But did he respond to you, say, "Get a sack," or do something? Besides those lovely cleats?
No. But I swear to God, when he's in the game playing and he's not doing anything, it's like
invisible.
Man, I wish we had Brooks still. At least that guy was like a savage. I don't know.
What? I gotta go.
But, Rashard Robinson becoming a target, which isn't good.
That's scary.
I don't know what's up with him.
Brissett's gonna target him too.
We need Foster.
Badly.
Yeah, man.
He makes
we gotta wait it out.
Although Ray looked good today, though. Damn, he looked good. Ray was playing.
Who?
Ray Armstrong.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, great game from Ray. And last week he really screwed up. I was shocked. But you know why we're having too much fun. We gotta go because this show's running close to 4 hours. I think it was right. We'll see you later, buddy. All right.
All right, Ronbo. Have a good night.
You too. Let's go to Dondre.
Ronbo!
Hey, how come this sounds like Toby?
No, I don't sound like no white kid.
No. Toby's not a white kid. Toby lives over in Sacramento.
You sound white over the phone.
No. Toby. Well, Toby tries to get cool, I'm gonna tell Toby. I gotta remember to tell Toby. Dondre called yesterday and he says you sound mighty white on the phone. Nobody's ever thought of that, Dondre. Dondre, we just lost another game, man. Where's the anger going?
Man, honestly, I thought our defense had held them to a tight ass game.
They were beautiful.
Seahawks,
they were beautiful.
Which tripped me out, honestly. I thought our front seven looked beautiful, getting all them sacks out of nowhere, just back to back, too.
They were tough.
But I think we could have done a lot better, especially when we were in the red zone. It pissed me off so bad that we didn't continue to run the ball when we were at the 5-yard line. And then I watched the highlights afterwards just to see, where he could have gone when he threw that ball out of bounds. And he
he had a receiver like right at the goal line, or he could have at least ran and just
located
just
one,
further
right?
the play a little more and just choke. Now I ain't even gonna say choke, but he just didn't trust himself.
Hey, was it Trent Taylor again? Trent Taylor is always open. Somebody should tell Brian, whenever in doubt, scan the field. Guarantee you Trent Taylor's somewhere open. You know, that's just really, wow. He missed him last
It
week
just
from what I
threw me
heard.
off, man. Like,
Or the week before.
yeah,
should I say.
yeah. And then like it made me so mad because I was sitting there, I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, so we got the momentum. Juice is doing his thing and everything. He's getting us down there. Just keep pounding the ball down, get down to the 2-yard line or at least the 3. I don't know. Just get closer.
Sure.
And score this shit.
Yes. And walk
just
off.
end the game right now.
Yes.
And out of nowhere, what happened? We go for a pass, or at least go for a play action and fake the run.
I got to tell you, my pet peeve in the NFL now is teams are on the 1 or 2 yard line and they start throwing fades and things like that. I said, you know what? And that's how come the Seahawks lost the Super Bowl that year. Instead of just go ahead and let Marshawn Lynch run it in, they're trying to throw little cute slant plays across. that's so good for you, dumbass. That's why you lost.
I'm like, man, I mean, we got down there running the ball anyway, so why not continue to do what was working for us?
You know, I guess because that team, you know, the Cardinals are good against the run, but still, they couldn't stop Juice. Just give it to him. And if Juice can't get in, go ahead.
Like, I understand, like, they're good at stopping the run, and I respect it, but come on, man. Like, if we got it down there at the 5-yard, like, and Juice is damn near unstoppable, give him the damn ball, let him pound it in, and just end this fucking game and let us get a W.
That's right. Run behind Lakin Tomlinson or somebody. Yeah, Joe Staley, Trent Brown. Take those options, man. Put George Kittle in there, put the beef in there, and get the goddamn touchdown. Stop being cute.
That's what I'm saying. And then Hoyer, like, on that pass play, I'm telling you, he could have easily just rolled out to the right and extended the play a little bit more, or even ran it in closer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just so we can pound it in right then and there. But instead he throws it off, and we have to settle for a field goal. And then, like, what pissed me off about the last play of the game was fucking how none of what the fuck was it Williams? I think it was Williams. Yeah, when he not when he bit, but he just
linebacker.
He just didn't cover fucking Larry like he was doing the entire game.
Oh, K1. Yeah.
And he was doing fine.
Oh, he was doing crazy good. Larry Fitzgerald was nowhere known. I kept asking, has anybody seen Fitzgerald? K1 did a number.
Shit all day, and then when it comes down to it, you already know where Carson Palmer's gonna go last minute, and it's third down. Like, come on, it's fucking written in stone that they're gonna get Larry Fitzgerald. But what happens? They throw it right to him, and he ends the game.
Who was that?
Clutch. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, he's always gonna make that catch. Who was that standing next? It was K1, and was that Jimmy Ward or was that Rashard Robinson? Who was standing next to K1? K1 seemed there was a communication issue there, and K1 backed off. It seemed. I couldn't tell what was going on in the end zone. Go ahead.
I know he backed off, and Rashard had to end up coming up and try to make a play on it, but I'm pretty sure it was Tart that tried coming up and tried also, like, you know, defending him and everything. But they're all too late. Like, they're just all second off. And then what? And then also what I hated was how they didn't continue the pressure on Carson Palmer like they were doing all game. Like, make his ass fucking try to run, and you know he can't run that fast.
Oh, yeah. He can't
run.
We
don't get that sack.
Yeah.
I mean, I would at least settle for a damn tie today.
You know, but that would have made me mad too, but still not as mad as losing, though. You're right. The L looks a lot worse than the T. Yeah. I tell you what, Dondre, man, let's hear from you more often, man. And see you tomorrow night on Raw. Raw's going to be ridiculous tomorrow night. Boy, there's going to be some angry. There's going to be some angry red and gold, man. I ain't lying. Can't be losing these games like this every day.
I'm just saying, Ronbo.
Oh.
But all right, man. I'll let you get back, and I'm a long time listener, like over a year now, and
appreciate you,
I'm
man.
a huge fan of you and what you're doing and everything. I remember writing you the other day on Instagram and everything. We were just talking about the game.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, man, I'm a huge fan, and just keep doing what you're doing, and Niners for life, baby.
Thanks, fam.
Through thick and thin.
Yeah, you know it. Talk to you later, all right? Yeah.
All right, man.
Andre. All right. Well, and that wraps it up. Well, I tell you what, you know what? Will you be glad when we can finally do this and we're talking about nothing but good stuff? And you know what? Even when we win, we can still be hating on Hoyer, but at least we won, Because Hoyer ain't going to get no love from this team. Nah. I mean, this fan base is not going to like nobody named Hoyer this year. Even if we went 11-5, he would still be hated. And that's all right. But can we please get some W's? Damn it. Anyway, fam. See you on Rewind tomorrow night, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Hey, wait. Before you go, do me a favor. Go ahead and hit me some like. You know I'm shameless. I'll see you on Rewind in a few minutes. I'm going to make a couple tuna fish sandwiches. I'm really hungry. I've been sitting here for a long time. I'm talking hungry. And as I say, see you on Red Gold Radio tomorrow night as well. If I don't see you on Rewind in a few minutes. Luke Falk. Sam Darnold. Josh Rosen. I'm telling you right now, Kyle Shanahan probably doesn't like any of them. I throw that in there for no reason. Have a great day. It's already night, isn't it? It's a sad night, too.